Can you hear me?
Yeah, really loud out.
Ladies and gentlemen, episode number 553, live. Welcome to a special edition of the Archiverse TV tonight. We combine two great events in the Archiverse TV channel. We're going to combine Wrestle Wars Genesis with a Gold Rush tournament. We're going to get things rocking and rolling tonight. We have 4 matches for Wrestle Wars Genesis, including 2 title matches and a juniors title on the line. Then we're going to dive head on into a Gold Rush tournament for the TWA World Championship. Of course, Reese the Voice Williams, the reigning defending world champion, going to be riding the pine waiting for one of the 8 challengers. And waiting until you see the quarterfinals, it is full of villains. Just gearing up to tear apart Reese the Voice Williams. It is going to be absolutely fire tonight for Wrestle Wars Genesis. Both the card and the tournament are smoking hot, so you don't want to miss a single solitary second of the action. Before we get started, though, we're of course going to talk about what's going on in the news and rumors, the dirt sheets, if you will, because there's lots going down. Of course, WrestleMania right around the corner. Elimination Chamber actually coming up before WrestleMania. That is Luke, is that not next weekend? Or this weekend coming? Is it this weekend coming? 26th, right? Am I wrong? We should look that up. I feel like it might be this Saturday.
I missed it.
Elimination Chamber. Is that this Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. So Elimination Chamber this Saturday, and then of course WrestleMania right around the corner. So a lot to discuss, a lot of things going on, including The Rock turning heel, confrontations with Cody Rhodes. What's going to happen with Cody Rhodes? Is he going to finish his story, or is there going to be a twist that prolongs the finishing of that story? There's things that could transpire. Cody Rhodes could win the match, but it maybe be by disqualification. Perhaps he wins the match, doesn't win the championship. That feud continues. It elongates. Pushes down towards that 200 more days that Roman Reigns needs to beat Hollywood Hulk Hogan's longest reigning champion. Well, he's not the longest reigning champion. That is actually Bruno Sammartino, but he is 3rd on the list, behind Bob Backlund, I believe it is, and of course Bruno Sammartino. So lots to discuss. I also have a list for tonight with, of course, our next SPV. Not our first, we already had our first SPV of 2024. Our next SPV, TWA Steel City. And just a reminder, every single match will be either inside of a steel cage, a Hell in a Cell, a Hell in an Iron Cell, or Elimination Chamber all night long. Titles on the line all night long, whether that be Junior Championships, TAW Championships, or TWA Championships. It's going to be an absolute thrill ride. But that is our next SPV. In spirit of that, I have a list tonight, the best steel cage matches of all time. So we will hopefully get to have a look at that. You know, what happens lately, though, Luke, is we get lists, and we get so busy talking about other things at hand, we forget about the list, and it never even gets finished.
Yeah.
That happens a lot lately. But I am prepared, however. I am prepared. What I'm not prepared with is I need to get my dashboard open, because I have no idea. I know Glenola, I think, is at home tonight. I don't need to be sideswiped by that little villain. Traitorous, treacherous Glenola.
We put the fucking game on, didn't we, as well, tonight?
Just about. Alright, here we go. Let's see. And Glenola is in the house. Glenola, what's going on, my friend? I see you in there. What's new and exciting, my friend? What's going on? What's crack-a-lackin' with Glenola? I'm going to guess that Sir Jack the Greatest is probably lurking. Perhaps Life is Great. I don't know. It's hard to tell because notifications with Twitch are still all over the board. You could be live for 20 minutes before somebody pops in and says, "Hey, I just barely saw you live." It ticks me off, too, because I remember, I forget how long ago, but they actually sent like a message, or a whisper, it's Twitch, stating that they were going to try and rectify that so that the lag between people's start times and when people get their notifications at least lessens a little, because it's long for some people. For some people it's 30 seconds, maybe less, and other people it's 2, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 10 minutes. It's kind of crazy. But anyways, Glenola, what's new and exciting? Were you off today, or did you work during the day and you're just off now? Glenola gifting a tier 1 sub to Spread Lake 3. I don't even think Spread has been in here in a while. You must have tried to gift that anonymously, did you? Or just gifted the community? Actually, that's exactly what it says. Never mind. You were off today? And how was your day off? Did you do anything? I know you haven't been feeling great today. Hopefully you're feeling at least a little bit better at this point. But did you do anything with your day off? Did you go out anywhere? Spend time with family? Steal a car? I mean, hopefully you didn't steal a car. If you did, you probably shouldn't say anything. Although I would like to hear the story if you did. That's up to you, you know. You never know who's listening. We know 2K's listening. They're bringing gauntlet matches back into 2K24. Tell me they didn't get that from us. We've been talking about that. Special referee, right? We've literally, well, I don't care about the casket matches. I've never been excited over a casket. I liked Buried Alive match.
It's nice to have it back in the game, though, I think.
On the rarity that it happens. I just, the coffin matches, the casket matches, just never did it for me. It just, I don't know.
I felt like it was all the way.
But I know a lot of people.
A
lot of people will really enjoy that, though. What I am excited for is the gauntlet match, the ambulance match. I just think it's funny, a lot of the things that you and I and Glenola and Froggy and Joe Lincoln, the whole year we've been talking about what we would like to see in the game for 2K24 are actually coming into the game. So either it's mere coincidence or they're stealing our ideas, guys. I think we should maybe file a lawsuit. What do you think? But anyways, had an okay day, kept my eye on my mom, and then just kind of vegged out on the PC. Nice. Smoky Gaming. What's new and exciting is Smoky Gaming. I see you in there. What are you up to, my friend? Welcome into episode number 553. Very interesting evening tonight. We couldn't decide. By we, I of course mean me. Anyways, I couldn't decide if I actually wanted to do Wrestle Wars Genesis tonight or a tournament that we've had planned for a little while. It just got delayed. Then we had TAW Wrestling, and then it got delayed again. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to do one or the other. So I said, fuck it, we're doing both. Now what we're doing, Wrestle Wars Genesis, is not a full 9-match card tonight. It is 4 matches. A junior championship match is on the card. The Grand Prix championship is on the card. The women's world championship is on the card. And of course, as you can see, we got the one Elijah Archer opening up the night, the tone setter of the evening, against what's supposed to be Gunther, but it looks like the entirety of Imperium is coming out to back Gunther. That's okay. Ironman in the corner of Elijah Archer, so hopefully that can balance things out a little bit. But that's our tone setter, but it is going to be a great night, and then we have a fantastic quarterfinals for the Gold Rush tournament, which is, of course, for the TWA World Championship that is now currently being held by Reese the Voice Williams. So it's going to be a very interesting night. Just to give you a little taste on the quarterfinals, I'll tell you, one of the quarterfinal matchups, the Gooner versus Mick Marvel. It is going to be an absolute thrill. Those guys have a ton of history, both LCW, here at TWA. Their matches have gone back and forth as far as wins, losses go, but they put on a stellar matchup each and every time they're in that ring. So it's going to be exciting to see them go at it again. They've been allies, they've been foes. Tonight, it is all about competition. It is all about the TWA World Championship. They don't care if they've been allies or foes, they just want to grab the gold and go home. That said, it's going to be a fantastic match, as is the entirety of the quarterfinals. And you'll, of course, see those after we're through with the 4 matches in Wrestle Wars Genesis. But anyways, thank you for the shout-out, Glenola. Appreciate that. Glenola's all over his mod duties already. You beat Poker already? How did I miss that? You didn't even play Poker, did you? Oh, you did. Oh, the jackpot.
We've never been allies, but it has been teased in the past.
380? No, that can't be it. Where did you play? I don't even see where you played Poker. Leo the King is in the house. What's going on, Leo? What is doing exciting, my friend? Appreciate you being here. Welcome on in. Yep, so 8. A pair of 2s, a pair of 9. Yeah, but except for the house has a pair of aces and a pair of 2s. Don't forget 0s are a wild card, so it's either a 1 or an ace, depending on your situation. I mean, if you got a straight royal flush, yeah, we're boring Luke already. He's up here yawning on our asses. Next thing you know, that will be Luke. By the way, Luke, how's the shrine doing?
The shrine is doing good.
The shrine's doing good? Fantastic. Because, as I understand it, at TWA Steel City, we're going to be seeing hardcore country in action.
Oh, I'm ready for this tonight.
Alexis Larry James and Mickey James teaming up. Once again, riding high, going to battle. Who they're going to be facing, you'll have to wait and see. But I do hear they're going to be at the next SPV. So, this is good news. Not tonight, but the Gooner is on the card tonight. The Gooner is definitely on the card. Quarterfinals action for the Gooner and Mick Marvel. But anyways, Smokey Gaming says, glad to be back on here. Well, we're glad you're here. 00234. Yeah, so that's a pair of aces and a run of 3.
Yeah, I'm already on.
You got 2 pair, though. Oh, I see what you're saying, Glenola. You've got 2 pair. Never mind. I took a look at that again. I see what you're saying. 2 pair does beat a pair and a run of 3. So, yeah, so Glenola's already beat the poker hand for the night. That is disgusting. So, you guys have to do better. Sorry, I got to look at Glenola's numbers again. You got to beat a pair of 2s and a pair of 9s 8 high. Glenola has the lead. Life is great. We see you. What's going on, Life? Welcome in. Kyle Riley, of course, on the card tonight, Life. As is Roxanne Riley. Putting her title on the line tonight against her teammate. A match of pure competitive nature. We have the Junior Grand Prix champion. We have the Grand Prix champion. The World champion. Alice Blade versus Roxanne Riley. Should be a very interesting matchup. But anyways, how's life doing? What's doing exciting? Anything going on in the neighborhood of stage plays? Are you rehearsing anything? Writing anything? How's the book going? Is it finished? Answer whichever one of those you would like. Yo, Infinite Oni is also in the house. What's going on, Oni? The Infinite One. By the way, Oni, seeing how you're here, great timing. Rumor has it that there's going to be a comeback for NPW, Neon Pro Wrestling, comeback of the century. Is there any truth to that, or is that merely just dirt or dust in the wind? It is. That is fantastic news. Can we get a special shout out for Oni as well, please? Because if anybody is not following him, instead of having to click that link, you can just click the heart that pops up on the screen. I would appreciate that. NPW, one of my very favorite E-Feds on Twitch, so I'm really happy that it is making a huge comeback. I can't wait to see some superstars from TAW or TWA going over and competing at NPW. It's going to be an interesting... It's exciting times. Together, we are all the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, period. That also includes the Queen of the Hive. We can't forget the Queen of the Hive.
She was out of the week, huh?
Was she live? I missed her show. So, was that, what day was it? I know I worked Saturday. I was off Sunday, but I was busy.
Sunday, she was live yesterday.
Soon to be HC Dub.
Yeah, I like that.
It was Sunday?
I'm assuming, right?
Sorry, what's soon to be HCW? Yo, Spread Lake! That's fucking weird. Literally, Glenola gifted you a sub earlier today. Ban a host for a match. You're banning me from a match, Glenola. We have not even started yet. You know we haven't started, right? We're still talking, shooting the shit, conversing, educating the masses. Well, we're not really educating anybody, but you know, I had to throw something else in there. You know how it is, Luke. You got to keep, you know. But already, sir, that is insubordinate. You're supposed to be one of the top mods on this channel, not the top insubordinate, traitorous, treacherous little bastard of the channel. How dare you? I'm offended. That's right, Spread Lake. Ghastly it is. Thank you. You tell them. It is not funny, Life. There's no reason for you to be laughing. Listen, Life, if you laugh, other people laugh, then Glenola thinks he's funny, then he causes more villainy. I mean, it's already started. We haven't even started. You see how that works there? We just do not entertain the antics. Alright. So, Spread Lake, how you doing? What's new and exciting? Did you win the lottery recently? Buy a new car? Get married? Divorced? Actually, we don't want to hear. If you got divorced, we don't care. Don't tell us that. That is just ghastly. That is just depressing. This is not a night for depression. It is a night for electrifying the masses. It is a night for hype. 4 Wrestle Wars Genesis matches, 8 tournament matches, Gold Rush time, World Championship on the line. We do not want to hear about your divorce, Spread Lake. He didn't even comment on the peace sign. I mean, I laughed at the peace signs. I laughed at the peace signs, so I did acknowledge you. Like, what are you, Roman Reigns? What is wrong with you? You need to work on yourself. Listen, are you harassing me now? Are you joining Glenola? Have you been at Glenola's house lately? Are you entertaining the Glenalians now too? I mean, seriously. This is crazy already. Just getting the preliminaries out of the preliminaries. The tournament is the feature presentation. We got Wrestle Wars Genesis first to go. 4 matches. 3 title matches. Then we have a tournament. Preliminaries, he says. Oh, good God. Glenola, have you been drinking? Have you been in to your mother's secret stash again? What have we talked about? You can't be doing that. It is not healthy. It makes you act funny, crazy, insubordinate, ghastly, disgusting, grotesque. Not recommended or approved.
That's not the damn fucking joke.
Glenola says, but banning Archer from an Archer match is preliminary villainy. So you're literally banning me because Archer is wrestling first? I'm being penalized because he's facing Gunther? I mean, how does that even work? How does that even work? I don't know. What the hell? Life is using the Yo command? What are you, Soul Embers? I actually meant to get rid of that a long time ago and never did. We created that a long time ago, but nobody really ever utilized it. Until recently. Until recently, that is. Yes, if anybody wants to shout themselves out, please feel free to follow Life. Exclamation point, yo. We'll make sure your link gets popped out, so people can click it and join you and follow you, watch your streams, check out your content, have a good time, meet your community. I only remembered the Yo command because you asked if I was Roman Reigns. How does exclamation point Yo? Oh, because you're being acknowledged, right? Right, okay, I put 2 and 2 together there. That is, I can see what kind of night this is going to be. Life is already starting on me. Glenola is already starting on me. Luke is yawning, farting, talking about the shrine. Good God. I don't even know what to say at this point. Oh God, I actually forgot it was there. What, the Yo command? I mean, I do all the time until usually Soul Embers comes in and does it. He's not here very often anymore, though. He's in hiding these days. So, but anyways, lots to happen tonight. Again, we have a list if we actually get to it. Best steel cage matches in history. We got lots to talk about, the dirt sheets. But before we get started with anything, I'll give you guys the opportunity. What do you guys want to talk about? Is there something with the WrestleMania season upon us that you guys would like to discuss? What a team your mods are. I make you use your brain. Glenn bans you, and Luke is Luke.
Are any matches you're actually looking forward to?
For WrestleMania? Yeah, I'm looking forward to Rhea Ripley defending her title.
Is that it?
Because I do not believe she loses her title at WrestleMania. Nor does she deserve to lose her title at WrestleMania, so I'm okay with that. What about yourself? Is there any specific match that you're interested in? Excited about? Personally? And anybody else? Oni says, I have a shrine of my own. A shrine to far superior Jordan Grace. Oh, no. Oh. Firing shots off at Luke the Gooner is Infinite Oni. Everybody's feeling villainous tonight. What is wrong with you people tonight? Did you guys get into the sauce before you showed up?
If you're firing shots at me, you must make up. You must be
because he's talking about Jordan Grace being better than Mickey James, of course, here.
Oh, fuck off.
Because he says his shrine is far superior, and it is a shrine to Jordan Grace.
Fuck you.
Wife says, my guy, I'm not gonna lie, today was a fucking Monday. Well, I mean, it is Monday. So there's that. You know, it is Monday. So, Oni says, I can't seem to get on the PS app. You know what? The PlayStation app has been acting very strangely lately. Very strangely. I've literally been trying to set up the broadcast booth and it'll like close out on me. Things like that. I don't know what's going on. It's a PlayStation app. What do we expect? The Mondayest Monday there ever was. I hit sign in, and it brings me back to the button to sign in. Well, that's weird. That is definitely weird, but again, that's the PlayStation app for you. It is weird. It really is. But yeah, what do you guys want to talk about? Do you guys, Life, Oni, do you have any matches either coming up for Elimination Chamber or WrestleMania, or both, that you are looking forward to seeing? Those are your jackpot numbers for the night, 6-9 and 138. Again, you have to come within 10 digits of the actual jackpot number now. It is no longer 50, it is 10 to be eligible for either a Channel Redemption Award or a TAW or TWA championship matchup of your choosing. And there's your numbers. Those numbers are actually beaten. Glenola is the one in the lead right now. Glenola, your pair of 8s and a pair of 9s, is that what you have? I forget. Hold on, I'll scroll back. I believe it was a pair of 8s and a pair of 9s, or a pair of 8s and a pair of 2s. I know he had 2 pair. He had a pair of 2s and a pair of 9s. 8 high. So he's got 2 pair, 8 high. Thank you, Glenola. I'm going to pin that message, actually. At least I think I am. Why is it not letting me? It's not giving me an option to pin it. Why is that? That's kind of weird. Can somebody pin that message? Oh, thank you, Glenn. I don't know why. It literally didn't give me the option to pin it. It's weird. Usually it always gives me an option to pin a message. Not in this particular instant. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm not really interested in the upcoming PLE. I'll catch the highlights. I'll be out of town anyways. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't ever watch Elimination Chamber.
Do you know?
No.
Why?
Too predictable. It's right before WrestleMania. Not much is going to happen. And if you're going to have...
I like the chamber matches.
There should be more than 2 chamber matches. And...
Why?
What I would really... Because it's an Elimination Chamber PLE. There shouldn't be just one chamber match. One for the men's, one for the women's. We'll just have random matches after that. That's silly. But aside from that... I would really like to see tag teams in an Elimination Chamber again. I think that's more entertaining than a regular Elimination Chamber. I'm not going to lie. I really do. I would love...
On one of the old SmackDown games, you could do a 6-man tag chamber match.
There was. That's because it did. They did have tag team Elimination Chambers at least once or twice. I'd have to Google that, but that would be fantastic.
On the game, it is.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I'm really excited for the Gauntlet match, the Ambulance match. Really excited that those have been added in. Things that we've been talking about, you and I talked about this earlier, but things that we've been talking about all year long. The entire 4.0 season, we talked about how it'd be nice to have the Ambulance match back, Gauntlet match back. And of course, there were other things people wanted. People, of course, wanted the casket match back. You're getting that as well. Guest referees have come back. We were talking about and asking about that. You know, so.
Wear a red shirt, bro, for fuck's sake.
Say that again.
You actually wear a red shirt, bro.
Did I actually what?
On previous games, they never used to wear the red shirt. They actually wear the red shirt now.
The guest refs?
Yeah, they actually wear. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think he can either have it so they do or don't, or that's the way it used to be. Glola says, I want Inferno matches, Buried Alive, and I Quit. I liked the Buried Alive match. Inferno matches, I liked the casket match. It didn't do it for me. I Quit matches are awesome. That would be something...
The casket match was just the best we sent off the Undertaker for a bit, really.
Yeah, I just...
He never won them.
I was just never overly impressed by any of the casket matches I ever saw.
The Undertaker's win ratio in a casket match was probably about 40%. He didn't win him very often.
When he says, I want championship scrambles back. Yeah, great idea. That would be a good idea. Yes, it would indeed.
I could tell you how to make the championship scramble on 2K23. Right?
When was the last time we had championship scramble? Does anybody remember?
I've made a championship scramble on 2K23. It's kind of like it. It's the best closest I can get.
Yeah, but when was the last time it actually existed in its proper form? I mean, for a while.
I don't think it's beyond the game.
For a while, before they did their last update, I actually had my own Gauntlet match concept created. It was the Gauntlet Rumble match, remember? But after they did the last update, I was no longer able to do it. So the way it worked when I first started was, as soon as somebody got eliminated, somebody else would come out. But after the last update, because what I would do is I would set the intervals between people to the maximum of 5 minutes. But the way it worked is if they were in there alone by themselves and they eliminated somebody, somebody else would automatically come out. But after their last update, it prevented that from happening. You would literally have to wait the full 5 minutes before somebody else came out to that match, and it just ruined the whole thing for me. And then here to find out now they're putting Gauntlet matches into 2K24, so... But, yeah, I did have that going for a while. I actually enjoyed doing the Gauntlet Rumbles, too. They were fun. A lot of people, you guys all enjoyed them yourselves. But it just got to a point where I could no longer do it because of the update. Whatever they changed, it just prevented that from happening.
Is that why you made them come in faster than what they would normally come in?
Well, no, what I did was I elongated it. You don't want to do it faster. Because then it's supposed to be a gauntlet. You can't have multiple people coming in at the same time.
You put it on the highest.
Yeah, that's how it worked. But after the last update...
How you record it, man?
Yeah, that's how I was doing it. Because like I said, I'd have it set to the max, but as soon as somebody got eliminated, somebody else would come in. But then after the final update they did, it just didn't happen anymore. You would wait the full 5 minutes just to have somebody else come out and join whoever eliminated the first person.
It'd still be the over-the-top concept.
Yeah.
It's very set as the right rumble.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So now we'll be able to do proper gauntlet matches. I'm excited for that. So, but anyways, we'll have lots of conversations as the night continues. We may as well get the show on the go. I think we get started right now with our tone setter of the evening, which is, of course, going to be the one Elijah Archer coming out with Jason Ironman to take on Imperium's Gunther with Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vici in tow. Should be a fire match. Great way to start the night. And we'll get things rock and rolling here in just a moment. Luke, what were you going to say?
I said I don't think the gauntlet's getting as much mention as these matches, is it?
No, I know. Most people are just talking about casket match and the ambulance match, and so yeah, you're right. It's not getting as much attention, but it is. I wonder if there is an I Quit option. Now that Glenola brings that up, I'm curious because that would be cool too. It really would. The I Quit matches are fun. You know, and there's several ways you can have an I Quit. You don't have to be quitting the promotion. You can be just quitting one brand to go to the other. There's lots of ways to bring that in. But, all right, so as you all remember, I'm sure the great Glenola has banned me from the first match of the night, so you guys are going to have to talk with Luke the Gooner, who is luckily enough at my side, ready to rock the broadcast booth. So Luke, you're going to be on your own for the first match. I do apologize. It's fucking Glenola's fault, though. He's always doing this shit. He is a villain through and through, a troll, if you will. But it's going to be a great first matchup. We're going to get things turning and burning right now. Let's go.
This fucking match is for as well.
And I'll be back after the match. Enjoy.
Right.
By the way, Glenola, that was absolutely ghastly. I just have to throw that in there again. It was ghastly, unappreciated, absolutely disgusting thing to do. The first match of the night. How dare you? I'll be back.
Yeah, these are good.
Whenever match, I will be the Triple H from WCW.
If you could get that would be good, but you could only dream of having that, really. Glenn, I wouldn't do that. For fuck's sake, don't get me going, man. Yeah, don't get me started, man. I could go into a fucking rant or fucking speed about that. Ah, yeah. There was some small moments of what I did actually like, but apart from that, it was absolutely fucking horrible. I'm glad you got me going again. Don't get me going. What do you all think of The Rock coming back?
Don't get me started, Glenn could rant on about it. Laughing.
Nice amateur takedown. All the momentum swinging away. Opportunity to return to I thought for sure that was it. We've seen Gunther stop people dead in their tracks with a single thunderous blow. How do you deal with an opponent like him? You have to weaken him, all while making yourself a hard target. So be selective with your attacks and try to fail blows to the legs or midsection.
John Wayne has his first time someone dance and spies a beautiful senior. He walks over and asks her to dance. She replies, I don't dance today. Where should you not take your pets shopping? The flea market.
Who should I take your pet shopping? What do you mean by that?
Laughing and pleading. It's a joke.
Oh, right, okay.
Want to win the champion redemption or the championship matchup opportunity? Press A with our jackpot, new number for a chance to.
Well, Gunther's down here. Why are I actually trying to submit him? Yeah. Oh, kick out. Oh my god. Who do you guys think's going to win, Alliance Archer or Gunther in this matchup? I think Gunther walks away with a win. Sorry, Archer, but he may do it.
Push him out of the plane and he won't fly for the rest of his life.
I want me to tell a joke. Hang on. I need to think of one. Let's go look one up.
What's it gonna take to keep this guy down?
Probably wrong, a liar, artistic the name.
And I have returned. Take that, Glenola. You might have banned me from the match, but the one with a big W over the TWA television champion, Gunther. Congratulations to Archer. And a big win for the Coalition, not to mention. Not a championship match, but a big win for Elijah Archer tonight over Gunther. Perhaps a title shot in the future for Archer. Who knows? Alright, I'll be checking out the chat here in just a second, see what kind of villainy was going on while I was gone. Next match of the evening, though, is for the Junior Grand Prix Championship. It is Braun Breaker, the man that just had a series of battles with Poindexter over the Pure Wrestling Championship, and the battles they had were absolutely fire. Of course, Poindexter came out on top on both. And Braun Breaker, I mean, he came close to beating Poindexter on several occasions, but Poindexter still revered his I don't know, like, there's something about Poindexter. Ever since he inked a contract with TWA, at one point he was literally the smallest guy on the roster, taking on guys 5-6 times his size. Now, these days, a little more jacked, but he is still one of the smaller guys on the roster, but does more damage to the roster than I think any other superstar in history. It is crazy what he is able to accomplish at his size. I guess one of those situations where size doesn't matter. And believe me, that is not what she said. But anyways, Braun Breaker tonight taking on another member of the Wolfpack, the partner in crime of one Poindexter. It is Kyle Riley from Team Life is Great. Should be a fantastic match. What do you guys think? Who wins this match? Who walks it with the W here? Either way, we're going to find out right now. It is time to get things turning and burning. Let's go.
Not going to be able to join.
Alright, so what's going on in the chat room?
Every time I try to sign in,
We've got a couple of jokes in here, I know. Infinite Oni told a joke. Glenola told a couple of jokes, I believe. I believe he told a John. There it is. Okay. Oh, Glenola, I actually saw this on your Facebook page today. Okay, so we got a free Johnny joke from one Glenola.
I have to tell a joke.
I know, I seen that. Alright, so here we go. Johnny is at his first homecoming dance and spies a beautiful senior. He walks over and asks her to dance. She replies, "I don't dance with a child." Johnny looks at her shocked and says, "Sorry, I didn't realize you were pregnant." Very nice, Glenola. Another excellent Johnny joke. Alright, let's see here. Infinite Oni told a joke in between that, I believe. There we go. Where should you not take your pets shopping? Well, to a flea market, of course. Thank you, Oni. Now, did Glenola tell another joke? I feel like he might have. Froggy Moth Legs is in the house. What's going on, Froggy? What's new and exciting? Anything? Are you frogtastic today? We know Glenola is finer than Frog's hair. How is your day? How is your evening? What's new and exciting? What's going down? What's going on in Frogville? Oh, Johnny, got a couple of Johnny jokes here. And then, of course, Luke also has to tell a joke, but I feel like there was another joke before that. Did I miss one? No, I didn't, I guess. All right, so we'll let Luke tell his joke, and then I'll read the... It looks like we have 2 more Johnny jokes from Glenola.
I'm reading somebody's joke, and I'm like, what the fuck? Some of these I probably shouldn't say, but fuck it.
Froggy says, shouldn't it be I'm a real Canadian? Fight for the right to put the U's in all the words that don't need them. I'm a real Canadian. That is ghastly. Froggy Mothlegs. And that's what I think of your humor. That is what I think of your humor. But anyways. Alright, so Luke, whenever you're ready, if you want to tell your joke, go ahead. Alright. Kyle Riley is ready to roll. Here we go. Braun Breaker. Kyle Riley. 1v1. Who's walking it with the W? If you guys really want to, just because we're combining 2 shows in one here tonight, we got 4 matches for Wrestle Wars Genesis, then we have, of course, our Gold Rush tournament. If you guys wish, I will allow you to bet on the final 2 matches of Wrestle Wars Genesis. And then, of course, because it's a tournament, you can open up every single betting line. If you wish. Just let me know. The final 2 matches of Wrestle Wars Genesis are going to be fire. This match here, don't forget, is for the Junior Grand Prix Championship. One of these 2 gentlemen walking out with the right to fight whoever leaves Wrestle Wars Genesis as the TAW Grand Prix Champion. We have a Wrestle Wars Genesis competitor challenging the TAW Grand Prix Wrestling Champion tonight. Big Bubba Bruno has to put his title on the line. Showtime and go time for Bubba. And then, of course, main event of Wrestle Wars Genesis. It is Alice Blade versus Roxanne Riley. The Women's Grand Prix Wrestling Champion versus the TWA Women's World Champion. Champion versus champion. It is going to be absolute fire. It is 2 out of 3 falls inside of a lockdown. 4 sides of steel. No way out, except for a pinfall or submission, and you've got to do it twice. So Luke, the Gooner, 94. To be precise, to be exact, factual, correct, right. Tell us, what is your joke?
I've got a cop. This is what I looked up on the internet now.
Alright, let's have it.
I don't know if this is good or bad, but I've just decided this is the one I'm doing.
Yo, Titan G is in the house.
I've typed it, go to the chat.
Oh, you put it in the chat? You're not going to tell us the joke? You're not going to read it to us? You're going to just you're going to make the masses read your joke as opposed to tell them the joke? How rude, sir.
I don't know if you can. No, it's kind of...
What's the difference between a G-spot and a golf ball? A guy will actually search for a golf ball. Wow. Insulting the male species. How dare you, sir? Did you guys hear that? All you guys in the chat, please let Luke the Gooner know what you think about his mockery of your species. None of you are willing to chase that G-spot. Infinite Odie says, what's the difference between a pregnant woman and a light bulb? One can be unscrewed, the other cannot. You see, now that was a joke. That was funny. Made me laugh. Ha-ha.
Woman walks out of the bathroom.
Woman walks into the bathroom.
And says, "I shaved down there. You know what this means." Husband responds, "Yeah."
All right, this is another one from Luke. Luke does not want to read you guys any jokes tonight. He's like, fuck you guys, you can read it. That is rude. All right, so a woman walks out of the bathroom, winks at her husband, and says, I shaved you down there. You know what that means? The husband responds, yeah, the drain is clogged. See, now that one was actually a little bit funny. I'll give you credit. I'll give you credit on that one. It was slightly amusing, fairly funny, little humorous. Damn. Good for you, Luke. Now you're hitting the big time. You're hitting the big time. You're getting it right. You're learning. All right. But anyways, to Luke and to Glenola, excellent joke skills tonight. Luke, that's not funny. No belching on the broadcast, please.
Fuck you, Arthur.
I mean, you're either doing that or you're yawning. That's not funny. That's not funny. Nobody wants to hear that. Flatulation is not allowed, Luke. It is not allowed. All right.
When did we just start posting that in random people's stream chats?
Leave it to Beaver, Odie says. I have two. Yeah, there's two Johnny jokes that have to be read still. Hold on one sec. All right, here we go. Shall we? Johnny is looking for a bit of fun and asks a hooker how much. She responds, $500 for the night. Johnny agrees and takes her. I mean, where was that hooker from? Alabama? $500 for a night? Jesus Christ. Anyways, Johnny agrees. That's cheap as hell, isn't it? Takes her to his house. As she gets undressed, Johnny asks if they could do it with the lights out. Since she's being paid, she agrees. They go at it for about 5 minutes, and Johnny finishes. Oh, this is not two jokes. It's a combination of he typed the rest down underneath Froggy. Hold on. So, wow, that was fast. Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and your new Junior Grand Prix champion from Team Life is Great. It is Psychosis. Kyle Riley. Picking up a big W over Braun Breaker from the Steiner Bros. Brothers. One of the original bloodlines when you think about it. Psychosis, Kyle Riley. Big W for the Wolfpack. Big W for Kyle Riley. Congratulations to Team Life is Great. A huge win over Braun Breaker, who is still looking to get his footing in TWA. Well, TAW, I suppose, too, because he went over there and had a battle with Poindexter on 2 occasions. Great matchups, but Poindexter, of course, came out on top. All right, on to our next match of the night. Here we go. Co-main event. It is Cletus. And this is, of course, a streamer team redemption match. Taking on Big Bubba Bruno from Team Soul Embers, and he's not coming out alone. He's coming out with the entirety of the Samoan Coalition. Jimmy and Jay Uso and Solo Sikoa joining Big Bubba Bruno. Cletus coming in all by himself. This is not good for Cletus. You never know, though. Stranger things have happened. Can he defeat the entire Samoan Coalition? Or perhaps does Big Bubba Bruno attempt to handle this on his own? I find that hard to believe, but it could happen. What do you guys think? Who walks out the Grand Prix champion of TAW? Is it going to be Big Bubba Bruno or Cletus? And would you guys like to bet on this match? Yay or nay? Yay or nay? Let me know. Froggy says, that's life. I have to finish reading Glenola's joke in a minute. I will get to that, I promise you. Don't worry. Infinitoni says, Cletus, you guys have until the first bell to decide if you want to bet on the match. Otherwise, I will leave the betting lines closed until the Gold Rush tournament. All right, here we go. It is time to turn and burn. Let's go. Cletus versus Big Baba Bruno. TAW Grand Prix Wrestling Championship on the line. It's going to be a banger. All right. Let's see. Back to Glenola's. Glenola's already up, opening up the betting lines for the tournament. There we go. I got to read the rest of that Johnny joke. Where'd it go? God damn it, why are you guys so active in the chat? How dare you all communicate? How dare you have a good time and engage in conversation with each other? Alright, so the last joke it finished with, they go at it for about 5 minutes and Johnny finishes. So Johnny then tells her he needs a drink. And he'll be ready to go at it again in about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, they go at it again. Then every 10 minutes for a couple of hours. She realizes he's getting stronger each time. So she walks out into the hall and sees a guy standing there. Froggy says, what's new and exciting? I got bit by a horse, then it turned into an owl and flew up its own ass. That is fucking phenomenal. That is absolutely amazing, Froggy. I mean, do you happen to have video footage of this that we can have a look at? Because I would really like to see that happen. I want to see a horse turn into an owl and then stick itself up its own ass. I mean, that's just got to be I'm sure it's a must-see moment. Plus, not to mention, you can make good money with that video. Once you get around people accusing you of editing it, of course. You know how that works. Okay, where's Johnny? I'm continuing Glenola's joke here. Where's Johnny, she asks. He's downstairs taking the $200 from the others. Now I just got to see if there's more to that or if that was the ending. Yep, that was the ending. Well, that was kind of a boring Johnny joke. That wasn't as good as the... You know what? That doesn't even qualify for a gong. Nope. That was not an enjoyable Johnny joke. Here comes the TAW Grand Prix Wrestling Champion. It is Big Baba Bruno, ready for action. I did not like that Johnny joke. All right. Did you ever get a new headset? I got a few new headsets. A few. Yes? Can you hear me, Luke? There we go.
What the fuck happened?
I don't know what's going on.
Oh, he's down every time, bro. I go live, I swear to God.
I don't know what happened there. Everything just kind of went silent for a second. Weird. Weird behavior. Fucking weird behavior. Another weird... Wait, we will definitely do another weird behavior SPV. We already read the joke about the G-spot and the golf ball. What's the difference between a pregnant woman? Oh, we already read that one too. Woman walks. Oh yeah, we already read that one. What does a hooker and a screen door have in common? The more you bang them, the looser they get. A redemption joke from Glenola. After that terrible Johnny joke. Which is weird. Johnny jokes are usually not... Even when they're bad, they're usually funny. That one was just kind of like, meh. But anyway. Alright. And did you see the 3-part Johnny joke? Yes, I did see that. That's the one I was reading and I said wasn't as good as most Johnny jokes. A woman got a mouse tattoo on her thigh, then her cat ate it. That's your joke? That was not a good joke. Terrible. That was worse than the Johnny joke. I saw another joke. Where'd it go? What is the dirtiest thing ever said on TV? Ward, I think you were a little hard on the beaver last night. Yes. That too was better than the Johnny joke. Alright, so Glenola has the entirety of the tournament. Actually, Glenn, all you had to do was open the quarterfinals, but that's fine. But what I'll do is I'll open up the betting line for the next match. That'll at least take care of a fifth match. So you'll still be out 250. But yeah, so just so everybody's aware, you don't have to spend any Archivers bucks to open up the betting lines. They've been open for the entire quarterfinals. And again, because he opened it up 6 times instead of 4, I'm going to open up the betting line for the main event of Wrestle Wars Genesis, which is our next match for the Women's World Championship. Infinite Oni did say ahead of time, though, betting line or no betting line, he says Cletus is beating a big Bubba Bruno tonight. He says we're going to have ourselves a brand new Grand Prix Wrestling champion, says Infinite Oni. Oh, there's a prediction up? Did you open the betting line there, Oni? I didn't even notice. Well, look at that. But it has already been closed. Nobody opened up their big fat wallets. 320 measly El Cheapo Archivers bucks on the line for that one. Yeah, I didn't even notice, Oni. I don't know how I missed that. Why did Elijah Archer get a tattoo of a rooster with a nose on his lower leg? He wanted a cock that hung below his knees. How dare you, sir? How dare you? We don't speak of the one in that manner. But yeah, that was weird how we kind of went silent for no reason. I don't know what happened. And you know what else happened at that very same time is my screen, like the Twitch app, it went black, like there was no video. It was kind of weird. Yo, look at the referees being sidetracked by Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso. Cletus getting screwed here. Wow. What was that, like a 6 count? That had to have been a good 6 count. Was anybody counting that? Yeah, exactly. Odie, I agree with you. Boo is correct. That was terrible. Absolutely ghastly. Just for Oni's sake. Because he is correct. Right. Telling factual information. I mean, not that I have anything against Big Bubba Bruno. He's been a formidable competitor in TWA, TAW, champion multiple times, tag team champion. But I mean, the Samoan Coalition got themselves involved there. That did not, I mean, they should be, this is just a traditional 1v1 match. Why are they not being removed from ringside? And I'm not rooting for Cletus either. I didn't even pick a winner. But truth be told, you saw it, witnessed it. We're here when it transpired. Cletus got screwed. Bubba with looking for a 3 count here. Cletus though kicks out, 2 count only. Cletus is still in it to win it. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Yeah, maybe not so much now. Oh, no. Oh, this is not good. He's looking to pancake Cletus. Air Bubba. No, he's not. I thought he was going to splash him. I thought for sure he was going to splash him. Oh, look at the reversal midair. Power slam to Bruno. Wow, I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he was going to get fucked up. Well, he did eat the canvas. Bubba's barely giving him an inch of room. Oh, look at this. Huge power slam from the champion. Wow, Cletus kicked out again. Cletus kicked out again. 2 count only there. Oni, there's still hope that your prediction comes true. Big kick to the head of Big Bubba Bruno. Nice double arm DDT. Basement dropkick right to the face. Cletus on a roll here. Looking to turn the tides is Cletus. Nice DDT again. But Bubba just keeps getting back up. Yo! Quasar! Holy hell, Quasar. How you doing, Quasar? Welcome in. Always good to see you, my friend. And thank you for the tier 1 sub. 7 months has Quasar subscribed to the Archiverse TV. How's it going, Quasar? What's new and exciting? We all appreciate that very much. Quasar's been around the Archiverse TV for quite a long time now. Goes on a bit of a hiatus, but always returns. Always comes back to chat with the community. And tell us what's new and exciting, what's going on in Quasarville. But Quasar, what's new and exciting? What are you up to? Very cool to see you here. Luke, are you familiar with Quasar?
I think I've heard of them. I think
Can we
I've
get
heard of them as well.
Can we get a shout out for Quasar, please? Wow, Bubba kicked out again.
It's just for 7 months in a row, so I mean that's a good thing.
Always cheers, says Quasar. Cheers right back at you. Odie says boo! Come on, Cletus. Do Odie proud. Oh shit, that's not the way to do it. That probably didn't feel too good. And Bubba is all over him again. Like flies on shit. I gotta tell you, this has been a hell of a good match though. No matter who wins this match, this has been a great matchup. We can't count Cletus out yet, plus Oni would not be impressed if we did that. Oh my god. Cletus is in trouble here. Bear hug locked in tight. Bear hug is locked in tight. Cletus isn't tapping though. Cletus is hanging on right him like a big fat bull. Can he get out of that though? Man, Bubba's not letting go here. Cletus. Oh, here we go. Big 12-6 elbows to the neck. Here we go. Cletus is turning things around here. Oh, good God, he missed. Landed with nobody home. That plane crash landed. What is Solo doing? Here we go again. The numbers game. Oh, beautiful. It's too bad that's outside the ring. Get him back in the ring, Cletus. Oh, I think he just busted Bubba open. Bubba just ate the concrete. As you all know, there are no padded mats outside of the ring at Wrestle Wars Genesis. So you're eating concrete. But I do believe... Yes, I do believe that Bubba's... Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. Cletus might be done like dinner here. Yes, sir, that is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the match, and still your TAW Grand Prix Wrestling Champion from Team Soul Embers. It is Big Bubba Bruno picking up the big W. Congratulations to the Samoan Coalition. And I do say the Samoan Coalition because I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure without Solo and the Usos, Bubba would have lost that championship here tonight. That's my personal opinion. Great matchup, don't get me wrong. That was a great match, but I think that Bubba would have lost that match had he had not had the interference from Solo and Jimmy primarily. Solo and Jimmy were up to no good.
I think Bubba might have lost the match if that didn't happen.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Exactly. I'm pretty sure he probably would have. But here we go. Main event of Wrestle Wars Genesis, and then we move on to our Gold Rush tournament. It is a TWA lockdown match. 2 out of 3 falls inside 4 sides of steel. Incidentally, as I stated earlier, our next big SPV for 2024, TWA presents Steel City, where every single match will be in either a steel cage match, a Hell in a Cell match, Hell in an Iron Cell match, chamber match, lockdown match. People are going to be inside walls of steel all night long, titles on the line all night long. A thrill ride it will be. You don't want to miss it. Tonight we continue the build to that spectacle. But check this main event out, though. From Team Life is Great, it is Roxanne Riley. And, of course, from Team Sir Jack the Greatest, it is her partner in crime, the other half of the tag team champion Blade Runners, Alice Blade. She is the TAW Women's Grand Prix Wrestling Champion, challenging the TWA World Champion. Champion versus champion. Let me get the betting line open. I do owe Glenola that, so let me do that right now. So Big Bubba Bruno won that, so 320 Archivers bucks being distributed to whoever chose Big Bubba Bruno, and here we go with the next betting line. Alright, so who walks out TWA World Champion? Is it going to be Alice Blade or Roxanne Riley? And here we go. Betting lines are open. You guys have 10 minutes to make your bets. Get those bets in. Open your big fat wallets. Do not be boring and cheap. Bet on a match. Take a stand. Pick a side. It is not difficult. But here we go. It is time to get things rocking and rolling. Showtime and go time it is. Alice Blade versus Roxanne Riley for the TWA Women's World Championship. Lockdown time. All right. Did anybody else tell any jokes? Let's see. Let's have a peek-see. I don't see any. Ooh, that was loud in my ear. All right. Send that fat ass back to the buffet. Yeah, Odia, sorry about that. We do know that you were hoping that Big Bubba Bruno would lose that match. I mean, as the match went on, to be fair, I kind of wanted Cletus to win myself, and I didn't even choose a side. So far, 10,000 Archiverse bucks are on the line for this match. Get a piece of the pie, guys. You can bet as little as 10 Archiverse bucks. Actually, I think you can bet 1 just to get in a slice of the pie. Of course, the more you bet, the more of that pie you're going to receive. But right now, there is 10,000 in the pool. Who's it going to be? Alice Blade or Roxanne Riley? Maybe Alice Blade becomes a Triple Crown champion tonight. Or maybe Roxanne Riley goes on to either TAW or TWA presents Steel City and becomes a Grand Slam champion. Who knows? What I do know is that the action in the women's divisions, both in TAW and TWA, it is smoking hot right now.
It is, yeah.
It is. I do believe that the women are outdoing the men lately. Their matches, their body of work. Redeemed TAW Grand Prix Championship singles up. Bubba Bruno versus Cletus versus Kyle Roddy versus Kenny Jackson versus Humboldt versus Karrion Kross versus Johnny Rainbow in an 8-man ladder match. And then he said, wait. He perhaps wants to alter that a little bit. I mean, yeah, it does say singles championship up. What do you guys think? Should we let Oni put that 8-man match in the redemption section? Do we allow that? Would you guys like to see Bubba defend against 7 other villains in a ladder match? I'm okay with it. Or Cletus versus Bubba in a lockdown match instead. We could do that too. You have to be fair? Okay, fair enough. You've changed it up. That's what we'll do. Make sure you put that in the redemption section for us. So our next TAW show, we're going to see a main event with Cletus and Big Bubba Bruno inside of a lockdown. Much like we're seeing right now with Roxanne Riley and Alice Blade. The infamous TWA lockdown. 2 out of 3 falls inside of 4 sides of steel. Here we go, guys. Women's World Championship is on the line. Does Alice Blade become a Triple Crown champion, holding both the TAW Grand Prix Championship and the TWA World Championship at the same time? Or does Roxanne Riley defend? Get your bets in. Try to get a slice of that pie. Open your big fat wallets. Don't be cheap. Let's go. Community participation is very important. Exactly. Get your bets in, guys. Don't be lazy. So far, 11,010 Archivers bucks. You guys have 4 minutes, 45 seconds to get your bets in. You know you want to be involved in that. Luke, did you make a bet?
I'm going to now.
Luke Gooner is going to make his bet right now.
Am I still able to bet?
Yes, you still have a little less than 4.5 minutes.
It doesn't say I can bet, I don't think. If I need to scroll up to the chat.
You would just have to click the prediction at the top of the chat. Quasar gifting a tier 1 sub to Infinite Oni. That is 3 gift subs from Quasar. Thank you very much, Quasar. That is amazing. We appreciate that.
Don't let me go to the top and select it.
Just click on the Archivers Bucks bag in the bottom left corner. It should bring it up.
For guiding me, sir.
Luke the Gooner 94 is new to Twitch. You'll have to excuse him.
Yeah, I've got it. Yeah, fucking hell.
Who'd you bet for?
I'll bet on Roxy.
You bet on Roxy?
Yeah.
Another shout out for Quasar. And again, thank you for not just the tier 1 sub, but the gift sub. That is 2 subs this evening from Team Quasar. And again, we all appreciate that. Not to mention, it's just good to have you back, Quasar. Good to have you here. Hanging with the fam jam, watching the show.
Quasar's never been in my streams.
Has he never been in your stream?
No.
All right, let's see what the betting pool is up to 11,040 now in the pool. 2.5 minutes left to get your bets in. Just click that money bag in the bottom left corner and make your bet. Luke says Rocks better win. Well, whoever bet 10K, I'm going to guess they want Rocks to win too. So far, 4 people have placed a bet. 1 minute 56 seconds left of the betting lines. Man, these guys are going at it. Now remember, again, tag team partners here. World Tag Team Champion partners. Going at it, mano a mano, inside 4 sides of steel, purely out of competitive nature, however. This is about championship gold. Both women want to continue to add to their legacy. They want to add gold to their wall of trophies. Infinity says, aren't they lovers too? I mean, that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. It is certainly buzzing. Did he tell you that? Okay, so there we go. Proof in the pudding. You heard it from the horse's mouth. Which is, you know, better than from the horse's ass.
They are black.
Life says they are. So that is double confirmation. Wow. Alice just about got Rocks there. Cheated, though. Had her feet on the ropes. There's no disqualifications, however. No count out, no rope breaks. Would have been perfectly legal. But Roxanne Rowdy said, no, ma'am. Not playing those games with you tonight. Oni says, well, I tell you what, I could get a good look at T-bone steak by sticking my head up a bull's ass, but I'd rather take the butcher's word for it. I mean, fair enough. You know, that could be a real shitty situation. You know what I mean? I mean,
what's your opinion on Triple H doing the 4-match format for the pay-per-view?
4-match format?
Yeah, the 4-match format.
I don't think I've read anything about that.
He does these 4 matches, like 4 or 5 matches for a pay-per-view now.
Is that all it's going to be for each PLE?
Something like that.
Well, you know what? If they did do that, they probably wouldn't do it for certain PLEs like SummerSlam, like Survivor Series, like WrestleMania. So it would make
the Royal Rumble had 5 matches.
It would make those PLEs, you know, a bigger deal, because they might have more than 4 or 5 matches. I don't know though. Did they actually say they're going to stick to that kind of format? Is there anything we can?
That's what Triple H is doing, and it's actually working.
I mean, to be fair, sometimes there's far too many matches on a card. You know what I mean? Now you want WrestleMania to be huge. There was obviously more than 4 or 5 matches on the Royal Rumble card. But if the in-between PLEs like Elimination Chamber, you know, Fastlane, whatever in-between PLEs they decide to do throughout the year, they don't have to be 7, 8, 9 match cards, you know what I mean? And from what I understand, they're also bringing back NXT TakeOver. From what I understand.
Don't they do takeovers anymore?
No, they haven't done them in a while. Vince kiboshed that.
They used to be really good.
Oh yeah, they were. There was literally takeovers that were better than the actual PLEs. And yes, it is 1-to-1, Oni. Thank you for posting that in the chat room. It is 1 fall apiece for each of the champions currently. Alice Blade caught in a bear hug here by Roxanne Riley. Oh! Double hand slap to the eardrums. That could literally pop your eardrums. Yo! Alice Blade. I mean, these guys, again, these guys are tag team partners, champion tag team partners, and they have not held back. They have not pulled any punches. It has been a wild ride, this entire lockdown match. Submission locked in. Is Roxanne Riley fading here? I think she might be fading out here. I don't know. Oh, maybe not. Nice reversal. That was like a fireman's carry takeover reversal by the world champion. Oh, bicycle kick right in the face. Riding her like the town bicycle. Oh, and Alice taps out. That is 2-1. And that means, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the TWA Lockdown matchup, and still your TWA Women's World Champion from Team Life is Great, representing the Blade Runners, Roxanne Riley, with a huge W and taking her gold home. Wow, what a match. They could both, in my opinion, hold their heads high after that one. And let's face it, they're both leaving champions still. Both titles were not on the line there. So Alice Blade is still your reigning defending TAW Women's Grand Prix Wrestling Champion. Roxanne Riley remains a Triple Crown Champion. She's going to be looking to get that Grand Slam status. She's been Triple Crown Champion more than once, you know. Life is Great will tell you. She will tell you. Life says, geez, Rox has been on a roll lately. Tell me about it. She is dominating. Oh, look at this. TWA World Championship singles match redeemed. Aria versus Roxanne Riley singles match. Awesome. That's a good matchup. Aria versus Roxanne. Aria hasn't had a rematch. And now it won't be to the person she lost the title to, but that's okay. Life says, I'll take my 10K back. All right, hold on. I mean, the lack of patience around here is quite disturbing, isn't it? Here we go. So the winner of the match was Roxanne Riley. 11,040 Archivers bucks being distributed. Let's go. There you go. All right. That was the main event of Wrestle Wars Genesis. Now it is on to our feature of the evening. Our Gold Rush Tournament. It is for the TWA World Championship, which of course currently is being held by Reese the Voice Williams. He's going to be riding the pine, waiting for 8 villains to go to battle. Again, we talked about it earlier. You know for certain that 2 of those 8 villains that are going to be going at it in the quarterfinals of this epic tournament. The Gooner, Luke Ballmer, from Team Luke the Gooner 94, and of course, the Saint Mick Marvelous from Team Mick Marvel.
Now this is going to be interesting.
That is going to be very interesting. Again, they have a long-standing rivalry, those two. History in both LCW and TWA. So it is going to be very interesting. But here we go, folks. Check this quarterfinals out. First matchup. It is the reigning, defending, undisputed Junior World Champion. And by the way, his Junior Championship is not on the line here. He's not cashing it in. He was gifted an opportunity in this tournament, being the next in line for that title anyways. But it is Steve Winters from Team Shadows taking on Team Froggy Mothlegs Poindexter, the Professor, the Phenom. Next match in the quarterfinals, it is John Fuhrhelm taking on Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn, who's been on an absolute tear as of late, both in the tag team division and singles competition. But John Fuhrhelm has been absolutely sensational since taking a contract. He's been champion already. Tonight, a big opportunity for Fuhrhelm. He would love to become world champion in his so far short but also very illustrious and storied career thus far. From Team Surjack the Greatest, it is JC taking on a member of the House of Ultraviolet. It is Ethan Mercedes, former Pure Wrestling champion, reigning and defending undisputed four-time TWA television champion, Mick Marvelous, the Saint, taking on his longtime rival. They've been allies, they've been foes, they've had many battles, LCW, TWA, TAW. It continues tonight. The rivalry renewed. The final match of the quarterfinals. It is the Gooner Luke Ballmer versus Mick Marvel. So let's get things started right now, shall we? Again, first match of the night, Poindexter versus Steve Winters, the junior world champion. He was next in line to face Reese the Voice Williams. He has been entered into this tournament. Actually, before I get started, we also have to get the betting line open, so give me a moment while I do that. So, all right. So who moves on to the semifinals? Is it going to be Poindexter from Team Froggy Moth Legs or Steve Winters from Team Shadows? You guys are going to have 10 minutes to make your bets. And there you go. Betting lines are open. Open your big fat wallets. Don't miss out like you did last time. If you had chose Roxanne Riley, you would have got a slice of the pie. As it is, it all went right back to Team Life is Great and whoever else bet for Roxanne Riley. You guys missed out.
I'm ready for Gooner versus Marvel. That's all I care about.
You're ready for what?
Gooner versus Big Match.
Gooner versus Big Match. Alright, so here we go. It is time to turn and burn, guys. Poindexter versus Steve Winters. Matchup number 1 in the quarterfinals of this Gold Rush tournament. Let's go. Alright. What the hell were we talking about? I forget what we were discussing. I'll take my 10K back. I mean, I already issued the payout for the last one. Or did I read that twice? I probably read that twice. Never mind. Never mind. Froggy, what are you laughing at? How dare you? What is so funny? Inquiring minds must know. Mainly myself. What are you going on about there? So anyways, did anybody else answer the question from earlier? Does anybody have a matchup that they are looking forward to for either Elimination Chamber or WrestleMania or both? Oni's cosplay suggestion. Oh, I didn't see it. Hold on, I gotta go back. Tommy Boy reference. Are you suggesting that Poindexter dress up as Tommy Boy? Don't get Dex started. Listen, we just got Poindexter back after how long?
To see a complete list of champions from each respective brand, simply visit our TWA.
That was earlier? Krondos, who deserves a match? I said Napoleon Dynamite. Oh, Napoleon Dynamite. Now that would be funny. But still. We do not want to get Dex started with the cosplay thing again. But Krondos in the house. What's going on, Krondos? Welcome in. What's going on in Krondosville? Anything new and exciting? Got any entertaining stories or anecdotes you want to tell us tonight? Did you climb a mountain? Jump out of a plane? Buy a speedboat? Did you go on a date to one of the 8 wonders of the world? The Lone Wolf versus whoever is the victim that holds the title. We're talking about Jack Quad here. I'm assuming the Lone Wolf, that was Jack Quad, was it not? It was. Jack Quad, ready to get back in action, wants a shot at the title. Actually, you know what's... You know, Krondos, I think... I'm almost positive you had a rematch already, you just hadn't redeemed it. We have a new redemption section, so I can't even double check that, but I feel like, Krondos, you would have won a championship op and never actually utilized it. Can anybody else confirm that? Because I will give him his Archiver's bucks back. I don't think he needs to redeem that. I'm almost positive. I'm pretty sure Quad had a championship match coming to him. He just never got around to redeeming it. Where's Joe Link when you need him?
Joe Link's so cool. Joe Link is one of the coolest persons ever.
Joe Link is awesome. Not Quad, he didn't have one? I thought you won a channel redemption or a match opportunity. Playing the jackpot. One of the last times you were here. I could be wrong. 20,810 Archiver's bucks on the line. So far, all for Poindexter. Nobody is going to try to get in on that and vote for Steve Winters. No love for Team Shadows. All the bets go at 4 people, all on Poindexter. There we go. Somebody put in... Oh, somebody's upping the amount of art. There's 40 Archiver's bucks now on Steve Winters. Anybody else want to give some love to Steve Winters? Little show of support for Team Shadows. We have 5 people in the betting pool right now. Alright, so anyways. Is Severn or something is the... Oh, you mean the Wolfman. Oh, you're gifting the Wolfman a championship matchup. Oh, shit. Okay, I thought you were talking about Jack Quad for some reason. Oh, and he says, nope, Shadows hates me. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, how could anybody hate Infinite Oni? That's silliness. Alright, so, hey, you know what? Glenola would be very excited about that. He's lurking right now, but I'm assuming he's busy. But yeah, that's very cool. The Wolfman getting an opportunity. TWA World Championship. So that would be against whoever wins the tournament tonight. Right now, currently, it is Reese the Voice Williams holding the title, but he will, of course, have to face whomever wins the tournament final for the title, so... Giving a veteran another title run. Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, nobody... I doubt anybody would have a problem with that. Everybody loves the Wolfman, Alan Severn. Certainly worthy of a title match, in my opinion. So far, this has been a pretty evenly fought matchup back and forth between Winters and Poindexter. Nice reversal by Poindexter. Snuck out the back door, rolled him up. Winters kicks out, though. Nice high-angle suplex from Poindexter. Carlos says, I just hope he doesn't fumble his title chance. It's hard to say with Severn. It depends what kind of mood he comes in. You know? Oh, big boot to the face from Poindexter. He's going for another. Is he going to go finish the trifecta? Oh, busted him wide open. I think right above the nose. Dex covers him up. 2 count only, though.
I thought Dex was getting that for him.
So did I. Winters, though, still in it to win it. Bad timing for the showboating, Dex. Wow, nice reversal and retaliation. Oh, he missed. Winters just stepped out of the way at the right time and avoided that one. Vertigo.
The finish has been hit there, though.
You know, if I was Winters, I would have at least tried to pin him right there. He is playing with his food.
I'll be back on the road and we'll take a pace.
All right, sounds good.
Does need.
Huge chops to the chest from Steve Winters. Elbow to the face. Oh, he drops him face first on the canvas. Dex having a taste of the Wrestle Wars Genesis logo. Little snack. Mid-match snack for Poindexter. Archer insinuated that he wants to eat him. I mean, he may. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the match, and moving on to the semifinals of this Gold Rush tournament, it is the reigning defending junior world champion from Team Shadows. It is Steve Winters picking up the big W. So congratulations to Shadows and Steve Winters. There's our first participant for the semifinals of this tournament. Winters is good. All right, so I'll issue the payout for that. Now we'll move on to our second match of the quarterfinals. Here we go. So here we go. Second match, John Fuhrhelm versus Mitchell Vaughn. This is not going to be for the faint of heart. It is probably going to get ugly very quickly. But it is Fuhrhelm versus Vaughn next, so I'll open the betting line right now. Actually, I probably have to issue the payout for the last match first, to be fair. So the winner match, Steve Winters, 21,060 Archerverse bucks, being distributed to whoever chose Steve Winters. Here we go. There's your payday. Now, who moves on to face Steve Winters in the semifinals? Is it going to be John Fuhrhelm or Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn? And there you go, betting lines are open. You got 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes now. 9 minutes, 50 seconds less to be exact right now. But all right, here we go. It is time to turn and burn. Matchup number 2 of the quarterfinals. John Fuhrhelm versus Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn. All right, so anyways. It seems that not too many people have a favorite match they're looking forward to for either WrestleMania or Elimination Chamber. Because I have asked the question a couple of times with not really much of a... What about you, Krondos? Do you have a match you're looking forward to for WrestleMania, Elimination Chamber, or both? Froggy says, well, shit. Yeah, you kind of lost a few Archerverse bucks there. Thanks for the 20K. I will not use it wisely, Krondo says. John F. You what? Okay, new name for him is Johnny Helms. I mean, I'm not sure he'd be down with a name change, but I mean, we can always consult Team, House of Fuhrer.
I'm still over 100K, so I'm not.
You're still over 100,000, so you're not too worried? So far, 1,000 Archiverse bucks in the pool. Somebody has bet 1,000 on Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn. 8 minutes, 10 seconds left to bet, guys. Who wants a piece of that 1,000? Is Fuhrhelm going to defeat Fat Lad, or does Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn move on to face Steve Winters? It's the question you have to ask yourself. 20 Archiverse bucks on John Fuhrhelm. So 2 people have now bet. Lots of time to get those bets in, guys. Alright, so since nobody really wants to discuss a favorite matchup they're looking forward to for the upcoming PLEs, we could of course have a little look-see at the dirt sheets.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back, Luke.
I took longer than I thought.
It happens.
Yeah, definitely.
So, here's an article from WrestlingHeadlines.com. Andrew Ravens, we've read many of his articles. And it's Eric Bischoff shares his viewership prediction for AEW Dynamite Big Business. We all know that he doesn't always have kind things to say. I'm assuming that's one of their upcoming pay-per-views?
No, it's a special edition show, I think.
I don't really know. I haven't watched AEW in the last couple of weeks, so I'm behind on that just a bit. But anyways, Eric Bischoff gave his thoughts on various topics on the latest episode of his Strictly Business podcast. During it, Bischoff shared his predictions. Here we go again with the... Weird. I guess this headset is dying.
I can hear you, so I don't know what's like.
You can hear me, Life? Can anybody else hear me? It's very strange. You guys can all hear me fine?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. My headset started doing something weird. And then I wasn't sure really what was going on. So, but okay. If everybody can hear me, everything's fine. That is good. Alright, let me get back to that article. Chrono says, Johnny Helms no-sold that move. Yeah, he does that a lot. He really does. Alright, back to that article. His prediction for the AEW Dynamite Big Business episode. With the expected debut of Mercedes Moné, he thinks they'll draw 875,000 viewers, if not 880,000 viewers. He said, and this is a quote, "You know, you may see a bump, I'm sure. She's got a lot of fans out there, so yeah, she'll get a bump. Do I think it will break 1 million? They may not get 900, which is a win. And in today's environment, anything over 7 or anything over 8 is, cause for celebration, I guess. So, a little better than that depending on what they're up against. But, basketball right now doesn't matter. It's like it's early season. Basketball doesn't start mattering until later on in the season. So, depending on what they're up against, 875, maybe 880, somewhere near there. And it'll go right back down to whatever it's been within 3 weeks. That'd be it. Now, as I did mention earlier, Eric Bischoff, of course, doesn't always have the most pleasant things to say about the way, AEW is run, things that transpire there, etc., etc., etc. I like Eric Bischoff. I don't know how everybody else feels about him, but, yeah, so he's saying for a debut for Mercedes Moné, maybe 875, 880, then within 3 weeks it dips right back down to where it's been diving to. What do you guys think about that? Chrono says, then she will do nothing for a while and will forget about it. Yeah. I think that's basically what Bischoff is getting at, yeah.
I think, I like Eric Bischoff, to be honest.
Bischoff is... You like Bischoff?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, me too.
Yeah, Bischoff's great.
A lot of people try to, pin the downfall of WCW on him when it had very little to do with him. It's not like he was behind all of the booking and matchmaking, and I mean a lot of things were out of Bischoff's control at one point or another. So
David Arquette, the fucking WCW World
David
Champion.
Arquette winning the WCW World Championship.
That was the death of WCW. That.
Absolutely. I don't think any one person would disagree with that statement. Now here's a question for you. See, now we're talking about it. It was. In 2000, WCW was already done. Done like dinner. Do you have a favorite WCW moment?
I didn't watch it as much back as
Yo! Hold that thought. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the match, and moving on to face Steve Winters in the semifinals of this tournament. From Team House of Fuhrer, it is John Fuhrhelm picking up the big W. Congratulations to House of Fuhrer.
I like the formation of the NWO.
The formation of the NWO, that was your favorite moment for WCW?
I think so, yeah.
What about everybody else? Do you guys have a favorite WCW moment? Chrono says, I'm on fire tonight. 2 in a row. Alright, so let me...
Goldberg has some good matches.
I mean... Has Goldberg really ever had a good match? Sting, yes. It'd be one of those rare moments where Sting actually carried somebody in a match. You know what I mean? Oh, hey, looks like there's a backstage update on WWE and Vince McMahon lawsuit. And John Laurinaitis, something about John Laurinaitis. I'll have to have a look at that in a second. In the meantime, let me issue the payout for that. Winner of the match, John Fuhrhelm. 241,050 Archiverse bucks were on the line, and I'm distributing that. That is a lot. Holy shit. 241,050 Archiverse bucks, guys, being distributed right now to whoever chose John Fuhrhelm. Wow. All right. Here we go. We're going to move on to the third quarterfinal matchup. That was crazy. I didn't even notice that the betting pool got that deep. All right, here we go. Third match in the quarterfinals from Team Sir Jack the Greatest. It is JC, member of the Coalition, taking on a member of the House of Ultraviolet, multiple-time champion Ethan Mercedes. That's the next match of the night. Let me go ahead and get the betting line open for it. So who moves on to the semifinals? Is it going to be JC? Pick up another win for the Coalition tonight? Maybe several. Or is it going to be Ethan Mercedes? 10 minutes to make your bets. And there you go, guys. Betting lines are open. So let's get things rocking and rolling, shall we? Next match of the night. JC versus Ethan Mercedes. One of these guys going through to the next round, the semifinals of this Gold Rush tournament. Let's go. All right, so I was telling you guys about a backstage update on the WWE Vince McMahon lawsuit and something about John Laurinaitis. Let's have a look. It is WrestlingHeadlines.com, and this one was published by Matt Boone. We've also read many of Matt Boone's articles in the past. So some more information has surfaced regarding the ongoing lawsuit involving Vince McMahon, John Laurinaitis, and WWE. So Fightful Select is reporting that the unnamed executives that are being heavily speculated on remains a mystery to many within the company. However, one source high up in the WWE claims that one of them had long been gone from WWE. Laurinaitis has been outspoken through his attorney, which one source mentioned he saw coming. This source, who is a longtime employee of WWE, noted that they effectively looked at Laurinaitis as the fall guy for Vince McMahon since the summer of 2022, but also assumed he had some kind of golden parachute that took care of him from a financial perspective. The source also said that the possibility of actual charges being filed is what many in WWE saw as the main turning point of Laurinaitis on McMahon. An additional source stated, "I'm sure he thinks he's doing himself favors by saying management knew and proper WWE protocols were followed, but too many things happened there under his watch." And that's where that's not much of an update, really, is it? That was kind of ghastly. I'm just going to check up with the chat room here before I continue with the dirt sheets. Long time gone probably is someone who we don't know. Well, I mean, it could be. 10 minutes of bliss on Luke the Gooner. Did I miss that? I don't know if Luke did, but either way, he's off the broadcast booth at the moment. Did you see that 10 minutes of bliss, Luke?
No, I didn't.
Okay, you've been blissed for 10 minutes.
Alright.
Unfortunately. By, of course, one Glenola. Shocking, isn't it? Kronos says, oh, never mind, he was responding to Glenola. I didn't know you saw him, Glenola. I was going to say that Kronos was saying, hey. I just scrolled back down and noticed. I was kind of flipping through to see if I missed anything. Chrono says she will draw viewers for a month. Yeah, probably maybe something like that. I mean, that's what Bischoff was saying too, right? He was saying a few weeks later, viewership will dive again. Alright, so let's move on and see what else is going on. Dirt sheets don't look overly interesting today, I'm not going to lie. Might have to get to our list. Looks like CM Punk trolled The Rock. We have WWE rumors on Jey Uso versus Jimmy and LA Knight versus Logan Paul. Let's have a look at that. This is the BleacherReport.com, and it was published by Tyler Conway. So regarding CM Punk continues going at The Rock, he says CM Punk won't be competing at WrestleMania 40, but he certainly plans on needling the participant despite his torn triceps keeping him on the sidelines. Punk, who appeared as an analyst for the WrestleMania kickoff press conference earlier this month, said he plans to keep smack talking and going at The Rock in particular. I think it's fantastic. 10 years ago, I was the guy that was wrestling The Rock when he came back, and now 10 years later, he's coming back, and I think the landscape has completely changed, right? Punk told TNT Sports of The Rock's return, WrestleMania is 2 nights now. It's even bigger. Him coming back only helps. I always say high tide raises all ships, so I'm just happy that even though I'm hurt, I'm still going to kind of be in the mix. My mouth still works, so I'm still going to be able to talk some trash. I don't know if you saw the kickoff we did in Vegas with The Rock and Roman and Seth and Cody. It was a lot of fun, and I hope just to continue to do that while I'm recuperating, because I can always just talk trash with the best of you. We love that part of it as well. It's the best part. It's what I do. The Rock was originally slated to go one-on-one against Roman Reigns in the main event of WrestleMania 40, but that has since been changed to Cody Rhodes versus Reigns. It's unclear if that change was made due to the overwhelming fan clamoring for Rhodes to finish his story, or if this was the plan all along, but it made for a marvelous plot. The Rock officially joined Reigns' Bloodline stable Friday night on SmackDown and vowed to help his cousin overcome the crowd favorite Rhodes. It's unclear whether The Rock will wind up actually participating in a match. There's been some speculation of a Rhodes-Seth Rollins versus Rock Reigns tag team match for night 1 of WrestleMania, but nothing has been confirmed or even hinted at on television for that matter. Some have also wondered whether The Rock will end up making it a triple threat between himself, Reigns, and Rhodes. That's an interesting thought. I hadn't really contemplated that, but that could definitely happen. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of that? Would you guys be okay if The Rock inserted himself in the Rhodes and Reigns match? So Jimmy and Jey Uso reportedly set for WrestleMania 40 as well. So one member of the Bloodline does appear to have his match set in stone. Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select said the current plan was for Jimmy Uso to take on Jey Uso in a battle of brothers in the city of brotherly love. The brothers have gone at one another since Jimmy betrayed Jey at last year's SummerSlam event. However, they've largely been separated on television as Jey went over to Raw and Jimmy stuck around on SmackDown to rejoin the Bloodline. Jey Uso has largely been kept away from Bloodline storylines as he separates himself as a singles competitor. But there's a reason the brothers haven't had a one-on-one match yet. It's being saved for the grandest stage in professional wrestling. While most people called WrestleMania 39 being the downfall of the Bloodline, it appears that was only the beginning. It's looking more likely Philadelphia will see things fall apart once and for all. Regarding LA Knight versus Logan Paul, reportedly possible for WrestleMania. Logan Paul qualified for the Elimination Chamber match next week, but he does not appear likely to win at this juncture. Instead, Paul seems slotted to defend his United States Championship against a yet-to-be-determined opponent. Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select reported one plan saw Paul taking on LA Knight. Though plans may have since changed, Knight was red hot for most of last summer and fall before he's gone through a bit of a cooling period over the winter. Though he does remain one of the most over baby faces in the company. It's likely Paul's next feud will be set up in the Chamber match. Knight and Kevin Owens stand out as the most logical opponents, though Randy Orton doesn't have anything obvious to do at WrestleMania at the moment either. So if WWE wants to put on the biggest show, Orton taking on Paul would be a dream come true for the YouTuber turned wrestler. Are you tired, Luke? We heard you yawning again.
Oh yeah, I'm probably just gonna get off, to be honest.
Heading out for the night, gonna have to catch the VOD for the rest of the show. Specifically, although our next match in the quarterfinals does happen to be the Gooner versus Mick Marvel.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it while I'm dead, to be honest.
Alright. Yeah, feel free to lurk away. Enjoy your resting. Nodding off into dreamland. Appreciate you being here, though, as always. Alright, have a good night, man.
Yeah.
Ethan Mercedes grabbing that bottom rope, showing his veteran experience in the ring. JC relaunching another attack, though, going right back to work on Ethan Mercedes. Who do you guys want to face Logan Paul? Soul Lammers, Archer isn't paying attention. I am not, no, because I was reading an article. Redeem 10 minutes of bliss. Archer isn't paying attention that I came in. Wow, Soul. So because I was busy entertaining the masses with the dirt sheets and not fully acknowledging yourself as you redeem Grand Prix Championship matches for one Amber Sky, you decide that it is optimal time to bliss me for 10 minutes. How dare you, sir? And of course, Glenola would say hi to Soul after blissing me. You know, don't consider it a ghastly act of insubordination or anything, Glenola. Thanks very much. Wow, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. That is all. The winner of the matchup, and moving on to the semi-finals of this tournament, representing the House of Ultraviolet, it is Ethan Mercedes picking up the big W. To the semi-finals he goes. Congratulations, Ethan Mercedes. And congratulations to the House of Ultraviolet, because their team member continues to pick up big victories and seek championship gold. He's already been a multiple-time champion. He, tonight, is looking for that world championship. Imagine if Ethan Mercedes takes the world championship back to the House of Ultraviolet. It's going to be a big party over at Oni's house. All right. We're moving on to the final match of the quarterfinals. And again, these two in our final match of the quarterfinals have a long-standing rivalry. They've been allies, they've been foes, they've had many battles, and tonight, once again, they're going to come to blows. It is the Saint, Mick Marvelous from Team Mick Marvel, taking on the Gooner, Luke Ballmer, former world champion, former Grand Prix wrestling champion, former tag team champion, is the Gooner, Luke Ballmer, facing his longtime nemesis, Mick Marvel. That is next on the docket. Let me issue the payout for the last matchup, and I'll get the betting line open for this final quarterfinals matchup. Give me one memento while I do that. Alright, so I'm assuming there's probably not another 241,000 Archiverse bucks on the line this time. That was a huge pot, guys. What the hell? 241,000 Archiverse bucks were on the line in the last betting line. Nuts. Alright, so Ethan Mercedes was the victor of the matchup. 0 Archiverse bucks being distributed. Nobody bet on that match. Nobody bet on that match. So here we go with the last match in the quarterfinals. Who moves on to face Ethan Mercedes in the semifinals? Is it going to be Mick Marvel? Or is it going to be the Gooner? You guys are going to have 10 minutes to make your bets. Make sure you open your big fat wallets this time. There you go. Betting lines are open. And it is time to rock and roll. Final match of the quarterfinals. The Saint Mick Marvelous. The Gooner Luke Ballmer. One of them moving on to face Ethan Mercedes in the semifinals. Let's go. Alright. So as soon as the bell rings, however, I have been blissed for 10 minutes by the wonderful Soul Embers. We appreciate that, Soul, very much. It's always good to leave the masses hanging with no host at the helm. How dare you? Team Honeybee Gamers, a.k.a. Honeybee Wrestling, in the house. What's going on, Honeybee? Welcome in. Appreciate you being here as always. What's new and exciting, my friend? I missed your show the other day. I'm just going to tell you that right. I will watch the VOD, though. Yo! They didn't even get an entrance. What the hell happened there? Right to the action for the Gooner and Mick Marvel. That's crazy. video production apparently not acknowledging the Gunnar and McMarvel tonight. That was crazy. Yo, Husky Boy! What's going on, Husky Boy? We see you. What's new and exciting? What's going on? Welcome into episode 553. We couldn't decide if we wanted to watch Wrestle Wars Genesis or a tournament, so we are doing both tonight. We had 4 matches for Wrestle Wars Genesis, and now we're swan diving headfirst into a Gold Rush tournament for the TWA World Championship. But, seeing how there was no entrances, and we are already deep into the action. Actually, we're not deep. The match just fucking started. But as it is, Soul Embers has blissed me for 10 minutes. So I will be back in 10 minutes or once the match is over, whichever comes first. Lost in the Mists. What's going on? Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. What's new and exciting? Lost in the Mists is in the house. Alright, so I've been, again, blissed by Soul Embers. I am going to be out for 10 minutes. Now, I don't know if Glenola or Soul or somebody else is going to jump onto the broadcast booth. I have no control over that. But for 10 minutes, I'll be gone. So I'm going to take that 10 minutes now before we get too far into this match. Be right back. Enjoy each other. Enjoy the match. And Soul, you really should fist yourself, sir. How dare you? How dare you waltz in here in the middle of our show and bliss me like that? Absolutely ghastly. Absolutely ghastly. Not appreciated. But I'll be back, guys.
Really? Six men left to make your beds, guys. I left you. Archer, take your grave. I can't lose to this man. To see a complete list of champions from each respective brand, simply visit our TWA Discord and look under TWA, Talk, Junior World Brand. Archer, you'll be glad to know we're like 3 chapters away from ending the 2, lad. Marvel, this is the end of you.
Taking it outside the ring now. He's got the answer for that one. Knee hook connects. Oh my goodness. He needs to find his way back into the ring. The count just keeps going up. The WWE Universe is pouring fuel on his fire right now. Oh man, by the skin of his teeth. She's a little bit gun sweat. Locked on there. Kick.
Live is great, but that's also my can't wait to leave it. Energy to April. Archer back. Only in Chad I'd rather see Sting's returning match than Cody Roman 2. Oh. Anyway, I want to know what I did to get the last night, Chelsea. This is just Rock and Cena Part 2. Todd winning. Looking in one form message someone says this is precious you. Did he actually? Who did it? DLIII destroyed. You being serious? With this Cody Roman, I'd rather see Mickey James versus Ralph Finn for the Knockouts title.
I have returned, and ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the match. And moving on to the semi-finals of this tournament, from Team Mick Marvel, it is the Saint Mick Marvelous picking up the big W and moving on to the next round. Congratulations to Team Mick Marvel. And Luke, I'm sorry, my friend, but I actually was being serious. He did DM me on Discord. He says that he hopes Mick Marvel crushes the Gooner. Lo and behold, he has beaten the Gooner. He has beaten the Gooner. we now have our semifinals intact. Let's have a look at the semifinals, shall we? It's going to be very interesting to see who has the most left in the gas tank. As everybody knows, damage retention is a real thing. They've all been through brutal matchups. Anything can happen. But look at this. Steve Winters from Team Shadows. John Fuhrhelm from the House of Fuhrer. Ethan Mercedes from House of Ultraviolet. And the arch nemesis of the Gooner, Mick Marvel, make up our semifinals. One of these four gentlemen are going to be facing Reese the Voice Williams in that championship final. Who's winning the tournament final? Who's moving on to the finals? We're going to find out here in just a few short minutes. But first, I'm going to issue the payout for the last match, if there is one. You're always falling asleep, Luke. That is nothing new. Alright, so winner of the match was Mick Marvel. 1,860 Archerverse bucks were on the line, so that's being distributed. And I'll get the betting line open for this next match. Alright, so who moves on to the tournament final? Is it going to be Steve Winters? Is it going to be Steve? Or is it going to be John Fuhrhelm? 10 minutes as always to make your bets. And there we go, guys. Betting lines are open. And it is time to rock and roll. Time to get things moving. Get the ball rolling. And here we go. Next match of the night. Let's see who moves on to the tournament final. Not yet. Nobody has beaten that yet. To my knowledge. Glenola? Is Glenola still lurking? I believe he is. Hold on, let me find out. He is. Glenola, has anybody beaten your hand yet? I don't think so, but I could have missed it. I could have missed it. I heard somebody talking about Mickey James, so I definitely have to go check that out. Just to see who is trying to irritate Luke the Gooner. I'd rather see Sting's retirement match than Cody Roman 2. I'll be honest, I don't want to see Sting's retirement match. Anyway, you want to know what I did to get blocked by Chelsea? Husky Boy, yes, absolutely. I want to know the answer to that. Like, why? How did that come about? Soul says this is just Rock and Cena Part 2. Luke says Cody's winning. I'll be honest, until it actually happens, I'm not sold on the fact that Cody finishes his story at WrestleMania. Anything could happen. You know, The Rock could turn on Reigns, which would of course aid in Cody winning. The Bloodline could screw Cody, which would prolong their feud and story, and of course it would prolong Cody Rhodes' story. It would also push Roman Reigns closer to that extra 200 days that he needs to beat Hulk Hogan's record and be slid into the third spot of the longest all-time champions in company history. But yes, Cody could definitely win. Just I personally won't believe it till I see it at WrestleMania, that is. I do believe he'll finish his story. Is it going to be finished at WrestleMania is the actual question, though. With this Cody Roman, I'd rather see Mickey James versus Gail Kim for the Knockouts title. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't mind seeing it. I don't know if I'd rather see it, but that's a great match. Gail Kim, Mickey James, Knockouts Championship. Of course, neither one of them have the title, so that's not going to happen. I'm not having this. Marvel eliminated me. I'm going to sleep, Luke says. What else did Soul say? That's how bad I just don't care for that match. Yeah, well, I mean, some people agree with you in that. With that. 740 unlucky. 656 also unlucky. Pair of fours, 10 high, that does not beat Glenola. Lost and misplaying. He's got a pair of aces, 9 high, that also does not beat Glenola. He's got 2 pair. Today Life is Great is the game, Triple H. I should play poker myself, see what's going on. Let's see what I get. Pair of aces, 8 high. That's not going to do it. Let's check the jackpot out. 504, unlucky. I'll play one more time. 732, also unlucky. I didn't even come close. Of course, nobody has tonight so far. That is ghastly. Alright, so let's move on in the dirt sheet, shall we? Okay, so here's an article from WrestleZone.com. And it was published by Bill Pritchard. Okay, so this says, law firm seeking victims and witnesses of abuse at WWE. So Pintus and Mullins, a Chicago-based law firm, is attempting to speak with victims and witnesses of abuse at WWE. The law firm opened a new website, WWEsettlements.com, to help with claims of sex abuse and exploitation in the company. The site has the following message on its main page. It says, if you were sexually assaulted, made to feel uncomfortable, or witnessed sexual abuse by Vince McMahon or anyone from WWE/UFC, you may be entitled to significant compensation. The website also has a form for those who wish to contact the firm regarding the aforementioned abuse. WWE founder Vince McMahon under investigation for exploitation and sex trafficking. The website also highlights Janelle Grant's lawsuit against Vince McMahon and WWE. The firm points out that McMahon and WWE/UFC are under investigation for sexual assault and sex trafficking, as alleged by Grant. Additionally, Pintus and Mullins noted that McMahon has previously faced allegations of sex abuse. In 1992, Rita Chatterton, the first female referee, came forward with allegations that she was raped by Vince McMahon while traveling with him in his limousine. In 2022, investigators seized documents and discovered non-disclosures agreements and multi-million-dollar payouts covering up sexual misconduct. Pintus and Mullins states that thousands of abuse victims are speaking up every year to receive the compensation and justice they deserve. The firm encourages those interested to fill in the form or call them for confidential and free conversations with one of their female employees. So they're actively seeking victims and witnesses of abuse at WWE. Now they keep throwing, and they probably really hate that right about now, they keep tossing UFC under the bus at the same time here. Pair of fives, that doesn't beat your own hand, Glenola. Oh, that was sold. Yours is a pair of eights. Never mind. Another pair of eights from Soul. You got to beat 2 pair. The hand was pinned at the top of the chat. I don't know what happened to that. Maybe I shut it off by accident. I don't know if you guys can still see it. But whatever the numbers are pinned at the top, that is what you're looking for. Pair of aces, 8 high. That still doesn't beat 2 pair. You got to beat 2 pair. Where did you beat 2 pair? Pair of 9s and pair of 6s from Glenola, 5 high.
Glenn, your cards have been dealt.
87396 50820 59546 pair of 8 745. I don't see two pair that beat Glenola's two pair. Unless I'm missing something. You had three of a kind? Where did you have three of a kind? I didn't even see that. Now I'm looking again. I'm still looking for it. Pair of 5s. Pair of 8s. 10, 6, 7, 8, 3. I still don't see the three of a kind. Oh wait, there it is. When you first came in. Three of a kind, 8 high for Soul Embers. That does beat two pair. So now Soul is in the lead. That would be why Glenola is also going nuts with poker. Yo, Glenola got 3 aces. 10 high. Good luck beating that. Broadcaster 36-month subscription Prime Gaming. Your car. What? I am so confused right now. But we'll have to put that confusion aside because, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the match. And moving on to the tournament final. From Team Shadows, Steve Winters picking up the big W and moving on for a chance at the right to fight Reese the Voice Williams for the World Championship in our championship final. Can he get there? Who is he going to have to face in the tournament finals to earn that right? We're going to find out right. But congratulations to Steve Winters. And Team Shadows, a big win over John Fuhrhelm, who's a formidable opponent for anybody. All right, here we go. Our first semi-final participant has been decided.
You think you know me?
Here we go, final match of the semi-finals. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Ethan Mercedes taking on the Saint Mick Marvelous from Team Mick Marvel. House of Ultraviolet taking on the arch nemesis of the Gooner. That is next. Let me get the payout issued if there was one from the last matchup. Let's see if there was one. The winner was Steve Winters. 1,060 Archer vs. Bucks being distributed. Let me get the betting line open for this one. So who moves on to face Steve Winters? Is it going to be Ethan Mercedes? Or is it going to be Mick Marvel? And there you go. Betting lines are open for 10 minutes. Make your bets, open your big fat wallets, and bet on this match. Final match of the semifinals. Ethan Mercedes. Mick Marvel. One of them is moving on to face Steve Winters in the tournament final. Alright, so what do you guys think of this law firm actively seeking witnesses or people that have experienced sexual abuse from McMahon or somebody within WWE. Again, they keep putting in there the /UFC. UFC is not under investigation. It is only WWE, who they happen to be paired with under TKO Holdings Group. But it is WWE that they are looking at, and anybody that's associated with Vince McMahon and may or may not have been involved with sexual abuse and or anything else that might come out. But what do you guys think about that? You guys think more people are going to come out of the woodwork and perhaps look for a slice of the pie from the WWE? What are your thoughts? Granola says, you beat me fair and square. Did you beat 3 aces? Wow, full house. Holy shit, Soul. Pair of aces and 3 fours. Full house for Soul Embers. Holy crap. Lost in the Miss says, I think so. Once someone steps forward, it makes others more confident to speak about it. Yeah, I agree. I think that's going to happen. Vince isn't with WWE, no, but they are looking for anybody that might have suffered the abuse while with WWE and when Vince McMahon was there. That's your second full house? What was your first full house? Because the second one was pair of aces and 3 fours. That's pretty damn good. So now Soul Embers is in the lead to win the hand of poker tonight, which of course would give him a world championship matchup of his choosing, either TAW or TWA. Thank you, Glenola, for pinning those that hand up. So there you can see the hand to beat, if you can manage, is 3 fours, ace, and a pair of aces. That is a badass hand to have to beat. Here he comes, the 4-time TWA television champion from Team Mick Marvel. It is the Saint Mick Marvelous. Showtime and go time for Mick Marvel. And Ethan Mercedes. All right, let's see what's going on with the betting lines. Nobody has bet on Ethan Mercedes. 1,000 Archiverse bucks has been put on Mick Marvel, guys. You guys have 6 minutes and 8 seconds left to get your bets in. $1,000 Archiverse bucks on the line so far. Alright, so let's see what else is going on in the dirt sheets. But yeah, Lost in the Miss, I agree with you. Once somebody steps forward, people get confidence. I definitely think something else comes out of the woodworks. Absolutely agree with you. Alright, so let's see what else is going on in the dirt sheets, if anything. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot of additional interesting information.
Lost in the Miss, your cards have been dealt. Here are your cards for 1, 6, 6, 6, 6, 0.
Yeah, I don't see anything else overly interesting. Well, source claims that Ashley Mazzaro was planning on speaking out more on WWE allegations before her passing. Tragically, her life came to an end far too soon. So we are going to have a look at that. It's WrestlingHeadlines.com, and it was published by Matt Boone. But before we do get to that, even though I just was blessed not too long ago, I do have to use the facilities. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a brief hiatus to use the facilities. You guys can tell some jokes in the chat if you'd like them when I come back. I'll, of course, read those live for you. And then we'll get into that article about Ashley Mazzaro and her wanting to come out about what she experienced while in WWE. Should be very interesting. Again, very tragic that we lost Ashley Mazzaro. She was a very good, very, very good women's wrestler. And gone far too soon. Far too soon. But anyways, I will be back in just a few moments. So enjoy the match. Feel free to tell some jokes. BRB. I have returned, and apparently in good timing. Good Lord, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the match, and moving on to the tournament final from Team McMarvel, the Saint Mick Marvelous, picking up the big W and moving on to that tournament final. So we now have our tournament finals locked in. One of those two gentlemen are now going to move on to face Reese the Voice Williams in the championship final for the TWA World Championship. Which one of them will it be? That is the question. That is the question of the evening. Who's it going to be? Which one earns the right to fight the world champion? Is it going to be Steve Winters from Team Shadows or Mick Marvelous from Team McMarvel? Which one of it is it going to be? One of them gets to move on to face Reese the Voice Williams. Let me see if there's a payout that needs to be issued. The betting line might not even be closed yet, to be fair. Oh, it is. That was not a very long match. All right, the winner was Mick Marvel. 1,080 Archivers bucks being distributed. All right, next betting line. Who moves on to face the world champion? Is it going to be Steve Winters? Or is it going to be Mick Marvelous? 10 minutes as always to get your bets in. All right, there we go, guys. Betting lines are open. Go ahead and start making your bets on the matchup. Decide who you think is walking out of this tournament final and into the championship final with the right to fight the world champion Reese "The Voice" Williams, who is now proven to be an undisputed champion. He's already defended that championship. Tonight he's going to do it again against either Steve Winters or Mick Marvel. But here we go. That is our next match of the evening. Let's get things rocking and rolling, shall we? All right. So, let me just catch up on chat. Archer, you want to know a joke? Hey, G, you down for that? I mean, I think we're all down for a joke. Who doesn't like a good joke? Who does not like a good joke? I am down. Read the redeem? Hold on, I gotta find the redeem. I gotta scroll back. What redeem? Because, I mean, so far I'm scrolling back quite a way. I don't see one, and I don't feel like scrolling back any farther. So, you're just going to have to tell us the funny joke. Wouldn't it be interesting if the Junior World Champion actually pulled this off tonight and became the World Champion? He would, of course, vacate his Junior World Championship at that point, so that would become up for grabs in the near future. Can he do it, though? It would be very interesting, because, again, his Junior World title not on the line tonight. He did not cash it in. He was simply given the opportunity to be in the tournament. And here he is, facing Mick Marvel in the tournament final, potentially moving on to face the World Champion. And here he comes, making his way back to the ring. Again, he is the current reigning, defending and undisputed four-time TWA television champion, Mick Marvelous. It'd be interesting, unfortunately, if they win it, would be vacated since they are not an official team. That's true, they are not. Has the Wolfman won tag gold? He has as part of the Wolfpack, yeah, in the past. The Wolfman pretty much concentrates on singles competition these days. Alright, so we may as well get back to the dirt sheets. So there was that, again, it was WrestlingHeadlines.com, Matt Boone. And again, it was source claims Ashley Mazzaro was planning to speak out more on WWE allegations before her passing. So Ashley Mazzaro has been in the headlines again this week following an article from Vice. There has been a lot of talk about the former WWE superstar and the claims she had made in the past. Fightful Select noted that they were in contact with Mazzaro in March of 2019 for an interview in Las Vegas. at the StarCast 2 convention. Mazzaro was reportedly looking to talk to her about plans to resume training for an in-ring return and was said to be deciding whether or not she would be open to opening up further about claims she made about being raped while on a WWE Tribute to the Troops tour. So unfortunately, the women's wrestling star would pass away just 2 weeks prior to StarCast 2. So that did not happen. So for everybody else that's involved and might have endured abuse or even witnessed said abuse, unfortunately, Ashley Mazzaro is not going to be able to further her discussions on that. I wonder if she spoke to anybody else that could come out as some sort of like a character witness on behalf of Ashley Mazzaro and at least tell the story. You know what I mean? Whether or not they would decide to finally utilize that as a final nail in the coffin or not, I don't know, but that story, I think, needs to be told. I wonder if she told anybody else. Because I'm interested. You redeemed a tag match, and the joke was, what happens when Bubba and the Wolfman team up against the Hearts in a 15-minute tag team gold match? They win the titles. Well, I mean, like Glenola said, if Bubba and the Wolfman teamed up and won the tag gold, they would simply end up vacating them because they're not in the same faction and or a tag team. So basically, they would be doing that out of spite, I guess. Nonetheless, an interesting matchup. Nonetheless, a very interesting matchup. Big clothesline from Steve Winters. Gonna give Sky and her new teammate some gold. Alright, I don't think there's a whole lot of really interesting additional information as far as dirt sheets goes. There's a couple of things we could touch base on. Cody Rhodes shares details on a memorable AEW match. And Booker T names the biggest underused talent in WWE. So we could have a look at those. So this one is from WrestlingHeadlines.com. Andrew Ravens against Cody Rhodes shares details on memorable AEW match. So Cody Rhodes has reflected on his memorable steel cage match against Wardlow on the February 19, 2020 episode of Dynamite, as the top star was feuding with MJF at the time. MJF and Rhodes wrestled at Revolution. During the cage match, Rhodes hit a moonsault off the top of the structure to win the match. He responded to a fan on Twitter by writing, "Can't get mad at how high the cage was, considering I helped design it. Always loved competing in Atlanta. Fun memory." Of course, it was somebody named Drainmaker that made the post. 4 years ago in Atlanta, Cody Rhodes did this crazy moonsault off the top of a steel cage to beat Wardlow. One of the best AEW moments ever. I'll see if I can't share that video actually to Discord later. I'll see if I can share that over to Discord so you guys can check it out. It does give me the option to watch it right on X or Twitter. I still call it Twitter. But anyways, I will check that out. Hold on, let's see here. Wow! Hold that thought, ladies and gentlemen. It is over already. That is it. That is all. The winner of the match, and moving on to the championship final to face Reese the Voice Williams for the TWA World Championship. From Team Mick Marvel, it is the Saint Mick Marvelous picking up the big W and moving on with the right to fight the world champion. Congratulations to Mick Marvel and to the Saint Mick Marvelous. Wow. That is crazy. Just gonna send Mick Marvel a quick message. Just letting Mick Marvel know that Mick Marvelous made it all the way through and is about to fight for the World Championship. All right. Let me issue the payout for that last match, if there is one. Betting line was still closing. All right, here we go. The winner of the match was Mick Marvelous. And there was only 575 Archerverse bucks on the line, but it's being distributed. And here we go. It is time to move on to the championship final of this Gold Rush tournament. Showtime and go time for the world champion, who's been riding the pine waiting for a challenger, and here we go. He has one. It is the Saint Mick Marvelous from Team Mick Marvel taking on Reese the Voice Williams. TWA World Championship is on the line. That is next, but let me open up the betting line first. So who walks out TWA World Champion? Is it going to be Mick Marvel? Or will it be the reigning, defending, and undisputed TWA World Champion, Reese the Voice Williams, representing Phenomenal Soul? 10 minutes to make your bets. And there you go. Betting lines are open and ready to rock and roll. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get to that championship final matchup. Reese Williams, Mick Marvel, world title on the line. Let's go. All right. What do you guys think? Who are you betting on? Glola says, Soul, I messaged you on Discord. Let's see if I missed anything else in the chat here. Soul says she did join Miss Archer, correct? Not yet, but she is going to join PMS. Of course, Mrs. Archer now currently tag teaming with Jade Cargill. They've had much better singles runs than they have as a tag team, though, so maybe Amber Sky and Mrs. Archer can do something a little different. We shall see. We shall see. All right, here we go, guys. Championship final is upon us. Let's go. Showtime and go time. Amber's a tag team specialist due to her sister and mother. Well, she'd definitely be a valuable asset to PMS, I'm sure. I would think. I would definitely think that. Here comes the four-time television champion. Can he become a double champion tonight? Can he dethrone Reese the Voice Williams? The betting lines are still open. If you guys want to make a bet on the match, who do you guys think is going to win? Is it going to be Mick Marvel, or is it going to be Reese the Voice Williams, the reigning defending champion? 330 Archerverse bucks in the pool right now. 7.5 minutes left to make your bets. Okay, so Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to share that video, or attempt to share that video, to Discord. I'll put it in No Holds Barred. And there you go. The crazy moonsault off the top of the steel cage by Cody Rhodes. Alright, so let's see what else is going on in the dirt sheets. There was that article with Booker T as well. Let's see what's going on with Booker T. And of course, he's naming the biggest underused talent in WWE. So it's WrestlingHeadlines.com. Andrew Ravens published the article. So Booker T gave his thoughts on various topics on his latest Hall of Fame podcast. Here are the highlights. On Shotzi's injury, he said, and this is a quote, "I heard it was a really hard one and a tough one too, and she was in a lot of pain. Hopefully she can chop it up and get back, because she has become such a cool character. I love her. It's such a player, you know. It's just her just to feel that comes out for her when, I don't even know what that was supposed to say. This was obviously done voice to text or something because it's worded all messed up. But anyways, when she's doing a promo, she's so confident, and you know, being around her for a long time, got a chance to work with her Tough Enough, during Tough Enough, I'm assuming that's supposed to say. Got a chance to work with her Tough Enough. So see her in this position and then boom, go down like that, just hard, man, just hard, you know. Just talking about this just 3 weeks back and forth, a lot of ladies going down and getting hurt and knee injuries and whatnot. But it's just the cost of being in the business. Yeah, this might be all messed up. They clearly used, you know, voice to text for this because it's not worded very well. But on the biggest underused talent in WWE, he said currently on the NXT roster, the WWE roster, I'm tuning into NXT. If you asked who's underused in NXT, I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to give him a shout out. I'm going to give him a shout out because they need to move him up. They need to give him a little bit more play. I think he can do a hell of a job. If you just give him a little bit more play, more than anything, he's a guy that I work with. I put a lot of time on a weekly basis when I'm in NXT. He and I are always in the laboratory. Sometimes we might have to pull the black mask off. We might have to go into our interrogation mode to get the right answers to the right questions. So guys, this one guy, we got to move him up, and I'm trying to move us to some medulla because we got into a break. He's a big body, Javier, but no big shout out. How they just want to give a shout out, I'm thinking about you. That was all weirdly worded. Like, did they not have people to edit this fucking shit before they post it? Seriously. Like, I almost wished I didn't read that article. It was so poorly worded. That was insane. Like, talk about an amateur post. At least in my opinion. But anyways. Soul says, 2 weeks left for the fattest. Well, Lost Limit says, I'm mad you made me listen to what, or made me listen to that with my own, I know, right? Chiclonola says, what is it by Taco Boy? Tell me about it. It really is reminiscent of that, isn't it? It was like reading a Taco Boy article. That was absolutely terrible. But anyways. Do you not know Jimmy and Jay and Solo's name? I mean, who are you talking to? Is that how many weeks you have left on their contract? Two weeks? Oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha. I mean, I wasn't really paying attention. I was trying to read the article and get through it. And I do say try because that was, I mean, like Linola said, that was like reading a Taco Boy article. It was not done well. It was not done well. Swear jar time. Here's for not paying attention. I mean, I haven't even been doing a whole lot of cursing, so I'm pretty sure I can beat that. I'm pretty sure I can beat that. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. We got 1:45 seconds left of the betting lines being open. So far, 1,330 Archivers bucks on the line. 75% of the vote is to the reigning defending champion, Reese Williams. 330 Archivers bucks on Mick Marvel. With 1:20 left to get your bets in. Only 2 people have bet. Only 2 of you have made a bet. Talk about Sting's final match. I mean, I don't really have a whole lot to say about it. I mean, do I think it's time he retires? Yes. I mean, he's been having issues for a long time in regards to remembering matches, moves, scripts. You know, it's a miracle he's never been hurt in AEW, so it's time to get out before that happens. Yo, Pikachu! What's going on, Pikachu? I see you. I see you, Pikachu. Yo, Pikachu! What's going on, Pikachu? Anything new and exciting? Young Bucks are facing Sting and yeah, I knew that. Did you like the Rock heel promo on SmackDown? I mean, I always like when the Rock turns heel. I always like when the Rock is heel. I always thought he was a phenomenal heel, so I'm quite happy with the fact that he turned heel. Indeed. 'Tis my thought. Makes a great heel. But welcome in, Pikachu. What's new and exciting? Anything? What's going on? What's crack-a-lack? What's going on in Pikachuville? Or Pokeville, if you will. Anything new and exciting? Welcome into episode 553. Special edition of the Archivers TV today. We couldn't decide if we wanted to do Wrestle Wars Genesis tonight or a Gold Rush tournament, so we decided to do a little bit of both. So we had 4 matches, including a junior championship match and 2 championship matches for Wrestle Wars Genesis. And now, of course, the Gold Rush tournament for the World Championship. This is the championship final. Reese the Voice Williams, the reigning, defending, and undisputed champion, taking on the 4-time TWA television champion, Mick Marvel. It's been a hell of a tournament. Marvel has had a phenomenal night. Obviously, as you can see, made it all the way through to the championship final. Whether or not he can dethrone Reese the Voice Williams, that is another question. Now, lucky for you, Pikachu, we are going to have one more match tonight. We're going to have a go-home happy match after the championship final. Now, I don't know if that championship match is going to be a women's Battle Royal Championship match or a men's Battle Royal Championship matchup. What do you guys think? What would you rather see? Do you want to see the men put their Battle Royal Championship on the line or the women for our go-home happy match of the night? I'll let you guys decide that. Either way, we need 7 villains or 7 Vixen villains to challenge either the Battle Royal champion in the men's division, which currently is Humboldt's the Arcane, And then, of course, in the women's division, it is Dangerous Amber Extreme. So do you guys want to see Humboldt's the Arcane or Amber Extreme put their Battle Royal Championships on the line in our Go Home Happy match? That's about, you don't have it. You want to throw Amber Sky in the mix? We could always have a women's Battle Royal Championship match. We can make that our Go Home Happy match. We can put Amber Sky in there. All right, so there's at least one member, one participant for the matchup. Well, two technically, because Amber Extreme has to defend the Battle Royal Championship. So then we just need to come up with 6 more Vixen villains. 6 more to jump into the squared circle for that 8 Vixen Battle Royal. We have 2. Amber Sky and Amber Extreme. Jennifer Wolf is going to be in there. Alright. Make sure we keep a list of this so that we can quickly set up the Battle Royal match for the Go Home Happy match. Again, so far it's Jennifer Wolf, Amber Sky, and Amber Extreme. So far. That leaves 5 spaces. Another kick out from the champion. Mick Marvel wearing a crimson mask. He is bleeding all over the place. So far the champion has got the upper hand on most of the exchanges. Mick Marvel still looking good, but you can tell he's fatigued. He went through a rough tournament. Wow, cutter off the second rope from Mick Marvel. Covers the champion back up. Wow! Holy hell, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. That is all. The winner of the Gold Rush tournament and your new reigning defending TWA World Champion. And by the way, he is now a double champion because he is also the 4-time TWA Television Champion from Team Mick Marvel. The Saint, Mick Marvelous, picks up the big W and is going home with the most prestigious gold in professional wrestling history. The TWA World Championship. Congratulations to Team Mick Marvel. Wow. Huge win for Mick Marvel. And we now have a new world champion. Holy hell. Alright. Now our Go Home Happy match. We have a new world champion. The tournament is done and complete. It is over. Mick Marvel, the victor. Mick Marvel is your victor. Look at that. Beats the Gooner by pinfall. Match number 1. Number 2, Ethan Mercedes by pinfall. In the semifinals, which wasn't the semifinals, that was the tournament final. There's no such thing as 2 rounds of quarterfinals. It was a victory over Steve Winters, the reigning defending junior world champion. And again, his title was not on the line here tonight. He did not cash it in. However, if he had won the tournament, he would have vacated it. And then, last but not least, he defeats the reigning defending undisputed champion, Reese the Voice Williams, by pinfall, and he is now the TWA World Champion. Awesome. Congratulations, Mick Marvel. All right, here we go. An 8 Vixen Battle Royal for the Women's Battle Royal Championship. Actually, we're going to do this in TAW. It is a TAW championship.
Simply visit our TWA Discord and look under
Okay, so
Junior or Forward.
we know that Jennifer Wolf is going to be in this Battle Royal. We know that Amber Sky is going to be in this Battle Royal. Who else are we going to have in this Battle Royal, guys? Who else do we want to put in this Battle Royal? Julia Jackson and Olivia Payne. Okay, let's put them in. Absolutely, I have no arguments with that at all. Very, very good selections, guys. You know, I really like it when you guys put together some of the matches. You guys know what's going on. You know who's beating the who in both the women's and the men's divisions. Who we haven't seen in a while. Who deserves an opportunity. Who might deserve a rematch. So far, absolutely fantastic choices. All right, 3 more, guys. We need 3 more. Rose Brewer. Rose Brewer. There we go. Rose Brewer is in. Anybody else? Yeah, only an exhibition, Soul. During our season, she's been juiced up.
Ms. Archer.
We don't use exhibition for very much anymore. For instance, TWA After Dark is built right into our universe mode now. That way it directly impacts everything that goes on in TAW and TWA. It just happens to be that we did a tournament and now we're doing a go home happy match, so we're using exhibition. But we don't use exhibition mode for too much anymore. And we won't when we finally get 2K24, we won't use exhibition there either. Mrs. Archer, okay, yeah, we can put Mrs. Archer in there, absolutely. There we go, Mrs. Archer is into the matchup. We need 1 more. Oh, is that why she... Okay, I wondered about that. I did wonder about that. I wasn't sure if that was a tactical decision you were doing, like that you made, something you had planned. So I really didn't touch... I didn't touch her for exhibition, but of course she's been juiced to the gills for our season. Mickey James, we're going to throw Luca Bone. You're going to get them all worked up. All right, Mickey James is in. And of course, the reigning defending champion is Amber Extreme. Let's put her in her second attire. We haven't seen her in her second attire in a long time. We're going to put Amber's championship on the line.
I would laugh if Sky won this.
Where is Amber? Oh, that's right. I got to fix that. She is not the Battle Royal champion any longer, Shayna Baszler. Amber Extreme beat her. That means I have to change that. Alright, so remind me of those contestants. I have to change that. I thought I'd already done that. I was wondering why I couldn't find Amber anywhere. I'll tell you what, Soul. Seeing how we're making an alteration here anyways. Let's fix Amber Sky in exhibition before she enters that Battle Royal. Shall we? Again, the only reason that she's like that in exhibition is we don't utilize exhibition anymore. At least we try not to. So here we go. I'll fix her attributes real quick and juice her out to the gills. Make her on par with everybody else. Then everybody just has to remind me who's in that Battle Royal. Just take me a few seconds here. Let's juice her up and give her a shot of steroids. Sticking a needle right in the ass cheek of Amber Sky we are. Hopefully Usad is not in the building. Or Wada. Amber Sky being some deep shit right about now. All because of Team Soul Embers. There we go. Problem solved. I don't need to save her for Universe because it's already done, but we'll do it anyways just to say we did. Alright, here we go. Let's try that again. Now that we have the proper champion. That shows you how long... I mean, I'm surprised I changed the titles at all over an exhibition. I used to have to do that all the time. It got annoying. Alright, 8 Vixen Battle Royal. TAW Arena. Because it is a TAW championship on the line. Alright, let me check out the chat. I know somebody put it in there. No, they didn't. Okay, so I'll just have to scroll back. Alright, so Amber Sky, Jennifer Wolf was the first one we put in last time. So Jennifer Wolf, Amber Sky, I know I saw Rose Brewer, Julia Jackson and Olivia Payne. Who else was there? Mrs. Archer. And it was Mickey James, right. Right, thank you. And of course the reigning defending champion, Amber Extreme. Oh wait, I was going to put her in her second attire just because we haven't seen it in a while. Alright, here we go. Final match of the evening for episode number 553. And then, of course, we'll see each other again Thursday evening for TAW Wrestling. And, of course, Saturday evening, we're going live with our next big SPV for 2024. TWA presents Steel City. And again, every single matchup is going to be a steel cage or a Hell in a Cell, a Hell in an Iron Cell, a lockdown match, a chamber match. It is going to be an absolute spectacle. You do not want to miss it. Championships on the line all night long. TWA presents Steel City Saturday night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, of course, TAW Wrestling will go live Thursday night, same time, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our final show before the big SPV. But here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, main event of episode number 553. It is an 8 Vixen Battle Royal for Dangerous Amber Extremes TAW Battle Royal Championship. Time to rock and roll. Alright, did I issue the payout for the last match? I don't think I did I? And at this point, I'm done with dirt sheets. Just in case I read another Taco Boy article, I'm not enduring the pain. I am not enduring the pain of that. That was terrible. Very reminiscent of a Taco Boy article. Alright, so winner of the match was Mick Marble. 1,330 Archivers bucks on the line. I'll make this betting line easy. Will we see a new Battle Royal champion? Yes or no? Yay or nay? 10 minutes to make your bets. And there you go, guys. Betting lines are open. Make your bets. Open up your big fat wallets, because it is showtime and go time.
The following contest is a woman battle royal.
Time to turn and burn. I have no idea why Jennifer Wolf is still hanging on to that world title. She lost that world championship to Roxanne Riley, member of the Blade Runners, who, by the way, successfully defended that world championship against the Women's Grand Prix Wrestling Champion in TAW, Alice Blade, her partner in crime from the Blade Runners. It is a member of the Wolfpack after all, though they have been known to steal titles in the past. I can offer you that. I can offer you that. Alright, looks like we got some news and rumors for TWA swirling. Looks like there's a big possibility that Big Bubba Bruno might be going his separate ways and leaving the Usos and Sikoa on their own to join the Wolfpack. That would be interesting. Big Bubba Bruno as part of the Wolfpack. That's crazy. Who would have ever thought that would happen? Who would have ever thought that would happen? Alright, so far nobody won the jackpot, but Soul Embers is moments away from winning the poker hand.
Purchase your coffee cup, tea or bowl cap right now. URL.
Speaking of TWA merch, I do have to get that changed. I do have to get that changed. Alright, while all these Vixen villains are making their way to the ring, I'm going to take a short break, grab a beverage, use the facilities. Either way, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss this matchup.
Dragonosis. We need more McKinney this summer for birthday.
I have returned. I see the matchup hasn't started yet, so I've returned in a decent amount of time, which is nice. Alright, let's see what's going on in the chat room. Let's see what I've missed. You want to see War Games? It is Monday, Thursday, Saturday, your normal streaming schedules. Lots of miss. It's really hard for me to have a normal streaming schedule anymore because they keep changing my schedule at work. Every card is subject to work schedule change. Our normal nights, because we only go live once a week. 1 week we do TAW Wrestling, the next week we do Wrestle Wars Genesis. It's usually Saturday nights. Lately it's been Sundays and Mondays. It just depends because they keep messing with my schedule. It's unfortunate, but it happens. He did one hell of a job on Pain. Target the invasion. What is that? Dragonosis? Okay, so we have an invasion target. I don't know who Dragonosis is, but we're gonna find out.
Yes. He's a friend of mine.
He's a friend of yours, okay? What is that? TAB Gems 300 VIP Prime Gaming? What the hell? I have no idea why that says any of that. But okay, no problem. We can definitely invade Dragonosis. That would be our pleasure. Yeah, I don't even know what the hell that's for. I don't even know why that's there. All right, so what have you guys decided? Submissions for the betting lines have closed. Looks like we have 1,017 Archer versus Bucks on the line. 1,000 of that is yay or yes. We're going to see a new Battle Royal champion. Well, we're going to find out if you're right momentarily.
He would never make it in WWE, and now he's like one of the faces.
We are going to find out if you're right momentarily. One competitor. Oh, Rose Brewer, the first competitor eliminated. Wow. Didn't see that one coming. I mean, I just think Olivia Payne is amazing in general. It's good to see her back, and she's doing awesome. Which of the attires doesn't really concern me? The fact that she's doing so well, and the fact that she's back, amazing. She was always a great competitor in the women's division. Well, there's the answer to your question, guys. We are guaranteed a brand new Battle Royal champion. The champ is out of there. We're down to Jennifer Wolf, Mickie James, Olivia Payne, Julia Jackson, and Mrs. Archer. Who is walking out the Battle Royal champion? The new Battle Royal champion. Who's it going to be, guys? You can't bet on the match anymore. That is closed, but you can certainly tell me your opinion. You can certainly tell us your opinion. Soul Ember says Olivia Payne is winning the match and becoming the new Women's Battle Royal champion. Do you guys agree with that? Do you agree with Soul Embers? And then after the matchup, that'll be it. That'll be all for episode number 553. We are going to be invading Dragonosis. Again, I have no idea who Dragonosis is. It is a friend of Soul Embers. They are live, and we're going to go show them some support. Make sure you guys stick around for the invasion. Make sure you guys stick around for the invasion. Join us in supporting our community members, or potentially any new community members we might get by invading Dragonosis. We're down to 4. Four remaining. Jennifer Wolf, Mickie James, Melissa Archer, and Julia Jackson. Oh! And speaking of Julia Jackson, she just kicked Melissa Archer right in the lippies. Talk about sweet chin music. Wow, Julia Jackson just used Jennifer Wolf's own move on her. Stone Cold Steve Austin calls it the Stone Cold Stunner. Jennifer Wolf calls it the Wolf's Bane. Oh, Melissa Archer is history. Head scissor takedown right over the top rope by Julia Jackson. We are now down to 3. We are down to 3. I got to tell you, Mickie James doing very well in this matchup. It's crazy that Mickie James is still in there. No offense, Luke. We know you love Mickie James, but the level of talent that was in that ring when we started this battle royal, I mean, it is kind of insane. A little bit crazy, if you will. Mickie James setting up Julia Jackson. Looking to end her evening.
Second.
Who's second run? Who's second run? Well, Mickie James has never won the Battle Royal Championship. But we are now down to Jennifer Wolf and Mickie James. One of these two Vixen villains is going to walk out of here, the new Battle Royal Champion. Oh, it was a joke. Gotcha. Oh, her second run. I get it. I don't know how I missed that. To be fair, it's 2:10 in the morning. I mean, honestly. You gotta cut me some slack at some point. At some point. I offer you the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, period, all night long. The most must-see show on Twitch TV for the past just about 4 hours. I have entertained and electrified your ass, and you can't cut me a little slack? How dare you? You cut me a lot of slack. How dare you, sir? How dare you? I am offended. Appalled, if you will. You're not G. No, you're just as bad, though. You are... Oh, my God, she did it! Oh, my God, Luke the Gooner 94 is going to have an absolute orgasm in his jeans, and he is going to be spending the entire day at the Shrine of Mickey tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the match and your new Women's Battle Royal Champion from Team Luke the Gooner 94, representing Hardcore Country, it is Mickie James picking up the big W. And she is going home the Battle Royal Champion. Congratulations to Mickie James. And, of course, Luke the Gooner 94, who is going to be very, very excited when he watches the VOD tomorrow. Very, very excited. Wow. All right. Well, we got ourselves a new Battle Royal Champion, and I got to be honest, that was very unexpected. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all for episode number 553. What a great evening. 4 fantastic matches from Wrestle Wars Genesis. 8 sensational matches in the Gold Rush tournament. We have a brand new world champion. We have a brand new Battle Royal champion. What a night it was. We'll see each other again Thursday night. We're going to do one more episode of TAW Wrestling. 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Thursday evening. You don't want to miss it. That'll be the final show before Saturday night's TWA presents Steel City. That's going to be a huge SPV championship matches all night long. They're going to be inside steel cage matches, Hell in a Cell matches, Hell in an Iron Cell matches, lockdown matches, chamber matches. It is going to be an absolute freak show. You do not want to miss it. But, again, before that, Thursday night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, same time as always. We go live with TAW Wrestling, the final show before Steel City. But we have an invasion target tonight. Again, it is a friend of Soul Embers, Dragonosis. And we're going to go over and check out Dragonosis, see what they're doing, see what's going on over there, see what their community is up to, show them a little support. Make sure you join us. Don't miss out on this invasion. You can meet some new friends. Hell, they might become new community members of our own. Maybe they're wrestling fans. They could be. We don't know. You don't want to miss out on the opportunity. Christian Cool is in the house. Christian Cool. What's going on, my friend? What is new and exciting? Christian Cool in the house. The mayor of Coolville. Leader of the Cool Kids. And master of, well, nothing at all. But welcome in, Christian Cool. You're in time for our invasion. 553 is over and out. It was a fantastic night. Gold Rush tournament was sensational. The 4 matches for Wrestle Wars Genesis were off the hook. But it is time to invade. Jump in on the invasion. You don't want to miss out. Let's go. Get in here. Come support Dragonosis. Let's see what they're up to. Either way, it's that time of day. You don't have to go home, but you do have to get the fuck out of my channel. So, goodbye.
Thanks. Your